What's up, guys, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I got some samples here from some very generous people, and decided I'd take out a few of them and see. Go ahead and mute that. I don't know why that's playing. Anyway, figured I'd go ahead and work through some samples and see what we can work out, man. So I got some Knob Creek Single Barrel from John over Blind Whiskey Reviews. I got some Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, also from John over there. Some Jefferson's Ocean Cask Strength from Sarah, and some Stag Junior that was aged in a little mini barrel, and Bill's Package Store OESV from Carl. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Chad Wallace, what's up, buddy? Linux Cat, Roger Williams, what's up, dude? So anyway, what's going on, guys? Let me know in the comments what you guys are drinking tonight. We're all just kind of chit-chatting, hanging out tonight. So starting off with some Four Roses OBSQ. You guys can see that if it'll focus. It's pretty awesome, from Fine Wine Merchants back in 2016. So it's really good. Some 1920 Chad's drinking. One of my favorites. You know it. Bourbon saying, what's up, dude? Hey, speaking of which, hit me up later. I got something I want to hit you up about. Peter hopping in. What's up? He was going to go to bed, and now he's not. Staying up with the big boys. Linux Cat still on the Maker's Mark Cask Strength after watching the Bourbon Guild. Another awesome channel. If you should check them out. Chad says he finished some drinking. He was finished drinking for some Old Forester rye, and finally made it to Bama. I thought you were already in Alabama. Were you going to a different part or something like that, farther south? So, Roger, what are you sipping on, buddy? I know you're sipping on something. Man, if I can get in here. Sweet. So, I actually picked up the OBSO. It is 9-year, 10-month PS26. That's the Golden Rick right there. 63.3%. Woo! I'm excited about that. Linux Cat, yes, I am in Tennessee. I'll go ahead and move that one to the front since that's the one I'm working on now. What do you have a question on about Tennessee? George Dickel did release the, what's it called? The 13-year bottled in bond today. Peter White's going after the baby Saz. Shad, that Old Forester rye, it is good. It really is. Whiskey Ace, what's up, buddy? So, anyway, Memphis. Yeah, you're about 4 hours east of me. I'm right by Interstate 65 in Fayetteville, which is in Lincoln County, as in the Lincoln County process. I'm like 15 minutes from Jack Daniel's. So if you're ever in the area, hit me up, and we'll have to go get a pour or something. Dickel bottled in bond. Roger, I knew you were sipping on something. I got my bottle sitting right there. I may pour it before the end of the night if you guys want me to open it up. That OESV PS26. Four Roses for you guys that don't know. PS is the warehouse P, South Side. 26 is the rack number, and it should be 26-6, I believe. Yeah, 6J. So it's 6-tier high, which is the highest one that Four Roses has. They're all single story. And was it J? Yeah. J is how deep the barrel is in the rack. It starts at the front with A, then B, then C, and all the way down. I believe they're 23 or 24 deep. So you were in Lynchburg last summer. Like I said, dude, that was literally like 10, 15 minutes from my house. So Whiskey Crusaders, what's up, guys? For those of you that missed it, we're sipping on some just some random samples people have sent. And this is that PS26 Four Roses OESV. So you got the spice in there. Definitely some dark fruit. Caramel. Oh, man, that's good. It really is. Mm. Oh, yeah. Ryan, yeah, it was just a kind of a last minute. My wife kind of left the house and she was going over to a friend's house, working on some work, color, street, nail stuff that she's starting to do. So I was like, hey, I got a bunch of these samples and I am, my mic is jacked. Oh no, what's going on with the mic? Let me know. I'll see if I can fix it. Just in case someone can't hear me. Sounds better now. Okay, cool. I didn't touch anything. But there it is. So, got a sample of the Russell's Reserve 2002. Oh, buddy, that is a serious pour right there. If you haven't had it yet, that is a serious pour. I would love to get a bottle myself, but they're pretty much all gone at this point. So, single barrel cast strength bourbon and bottled in bond rye. I haven't tried the new Riff Rye yet. I am excited to try that. Let's see. John from Blind Whiskey Reviews sent over the Knob Creek single barrel. It's a 13-year, so it's going to be 120 proof. 13 years old, obviously. So, Knob Creek is one of the ones that it's kind of been a standby for me recently. I've started really digging on the Knob Creek single barrels. 12, 13, 14-year bourbon that's 120 proof for $45. I mean, that's real strong. That's hard to beat. Ooh. John, I don't know if you're in here, but that's phenomenal. That 13-year Knob Creek, I like that. Random samples I sent you. Chad, no, we've actually been waiting on you. Bryant had some issues. He had some renovations on his house, and and then he had had their baby. So he has been out. I know you said you sent him to him too. We're going to try and get you on the live stream also if you're up for it. If not, Bryant and I will do it. So yeah, we still have them and we've been saving them, man. So him and I have actually been talking the last week or two, and we're getting ready to do that. So I wanted to bring you in. I sent you a message on Facebook. I don't know if it didn't go through or what, but let me know, and we'll have to work that out. Donnie's in Kentucky right now, Roger said, from our local bourbon society here, Roger and Donnie both. Yeah, that new Riff Rye, I really want to try that. I've heard some really good things about that new Riff Rye. So, Chad, you were in college, I think, right? I'm going to have to let John know that that Knob Creek is freaking awesome. So, it's almost a little more Booker's-ish than the regular standard Knob Creek. It's definitely got that nutty character to it. So that's really good. Oh, definitely nutty. It's got some fruitiness to it. I dig that. So, Chess, hopefully you can make it. I'll have to look for a message and definitely didn't see it. Graduated with his doctorate in physical therapy. Wow, dude, that's freaking awesome. Congratulations. Cheers to you. If you guys can't tell, I've been here in Middle Tennessee. The allergy season has been crazy. So I've been all up in here, just sinuses and eyes and everything else. So, a third live stream this weekend. I don't know, but they're going hard at it then. So, yeah, that's real good. So, what do you guys think we should do next? Should we do Jefferson's Ocean Cask Strength Voyage 10, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, or Stag Junior that was aged in a little 1 gallon barrel? Bourbon Brofessor, what's up, dude? Let me know if you made a choice on those cameras or if you have any other questions, man. I would love to help you out. Anything to help out another bourbon brother. So, dude, Peter, he says he's been sneezing a lot too. It's been real out here. It really has. I don't even want to think about it. Stag. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say there's probably a pretty much unanimous decision about the Stag. So it is the 130 proof. It was aged in an oak spiral for almost 3 days. And those oak spirals, they work really, really fast, especially when they're new. So, and it was on the first use. Broken Barrel Bourbon. No, I haven't tried it. Dude, there's a lot of craft stuff that's coming out. Yes, I said craft, not crap. I was actually looking at some at my store today that I have never heard of, and I saw it in there, and I was like, man, that actually sounds pretty good. I need to try that. But no, I haven't tried the Broken Barrel yet. Sorry, I'm reading the comments here, but yeah, that's different. Definitely get that Stag Junior Cherry in there. Definitely get some of that oak. Oh man. Craft equals independent bottling. You're not wrong. A lot of them are bottling from MGP or Dickel or Heaven Hill, a bunch of other sources. Some of them making their own juice when they're under a year old or so. I mean, it's kind of a lot of times, but I don't know. I'm always down to try it. You know what I mean? I'm not. I ain't scared of trying some whiskey. For $40, that's probably a decent price. As long as it's not 80 proof. I generally try and stay away from pretty much anything that's 80 proof. To me, it's like giving someone minimum wage, right? Like that's like saying we'd pay you less, but it's illegal. Same thing with the whiskey. That's like saying we would water it down more because we don't care about it, but we're not allowed to. So, I mean, even if they're at like 86, 90, 94 proof, be great. So, Andy Thomas, what's up, buddy? Robot Scott. Anything but creek water, Roger says. Yeah. So I bought some of that creek water. To put it simply, I wasn't a fan. That's a nice way to put it. I actually took it to our local Bourbon Society, Lincoln County Bourbon Society, and sorry guys, my nose. One of the guys really liked it, so I just sent him home with the bottle. I was Elmer T. Lee 100 year. Am I going to get it? I'm probably not going to see a bottle. So if I do, and it's anywhere close to retail, yeah, I'll pick it up. But just un-American at 80 proof. For real. I mean, like I said, to me, 80 proof says we don't care about our product. We would water it down more, but we're not allowed to. So, Grandpa's old cough medicine. Yeah. If you can't tell, my nose and everything is starting to act up again. The allergies in Middle Tennessee is just been just crazy recently. So anyway, this is the Stag Junior that was aged with an oak spiral. That is good. That is delicious. And it said it was 60 hours. So between 2 and 3 days. Definitely get a little bit of that wood, but I mean, it is a little bit. It's not here. Chad says in Phoenix too, allergies have been crazy. I miss Phoenix, man. I really do. I grew up in Phoenix, and I would move back in a heartbeat if I could, but I can't because my job's in Tennessee, and I have a job that I can't turn down. So, ooh, Elmer T. Lee or Weller Foolproof. Yeah, I mean, it would be tricky to snag either one of those for sure. If I had to take one, I might go with the Elmer T. Lee 100 year, mostly because it's probably a more commemorative bottle. Where the Weller Foolproof, as cool as it is, and as much as I'm going to try and get one, it's at 114 proof, which is the barrel entry proof. It's not barrel proof. So it's kind of like the 1792 Foolproof. That is 125 proof because that's what they put it in the barrel at, not what it was pulled out of the barrel at. So that's 7% from the 107 Weller, or 7 proof points, which is only 3.5%. So I don't know, man. I'm not expecting a huge difference between the 107 and the 114. It could be aged in different areas and stuff of the warehouses. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if I can find one for anywhere close to retail, I'll pick it up. But Southern Whiskey Society in August, I'm actually going to try and be there. It's like an hour from the house, so I'm going to try and make it. 3 Zyrtec does not work any better than 1. I actually take Zyrtec myself, and I usually take 2 a day, and some days it's still just freaking terrible. So, that Stag though, decent amount of heat, but lots of cherry, lots of that cherry, and you guys know I love that cherry. So, retail price, if you're talking about the Foolproof, I think it's right around $50 ish. I don't know the Elmer T. Lee. Well, I think retail on Elmer T. Lee is still like $40 or $45. So maybe they'll do 60, maybe they'll do 80. Most stores that'll have it, if you don't have a connection, it'll probably be Roger said $50, $49.99. Good luck finding it at that price though. If you can, I would definitely pick it up. Which batch of the Stag Junior? This is the 130.0 proof, Andy. So, I'm hoping some of this bourbon will just burn out whatever's left of the allergies up in there. So, what do you guys think should be next? Jefferson's Ocean cask strength or Jack Daniel's single barrel proof? Pete, what's up, buddy? Dude, Pete has been a freaking rock star, man, in our Facebook group, Bourbon Blind Nation. Pete he's a freaking machine, man. He's always doing comparisons and trying new stuff and opening his stuff up, and 300 secondary minimum. Yeah, for sure. Jack, Jefferson's, Jack, Kyle. What's up, Pete? Jack, another one. Which voyage of Jefferson? It is the voyage 10 cask strength. See if it'll focus on that. JOCS, Jefferson's Ocean cask strength V10, voyage 10. Any voyage over Jack? So, that's kind of a toss-up. So I'll tell you guys what. The Jefferson's Ocean doesn't have the tape on it right now. This one does. So I'm going to pour this. And while I am working on this, I'll go ahead and open this up so you guys don't have to wait for it. So we will do the Jefferson's Ocean cask strength right now. It won New Orleans Bourbon Fest of the Year. If you're talking about the Jefferson's Ocean, that was last year, 2018. I was actually on the judging panel for the 2019, and I believe it was from Silverback that won the whiskey of the year for it. So 6 millionth barrel of Buffalo Trace. No, I didn't see it, but I also probably won't see it. So, I mean, it'd be awesome to get a bottle. That would be one that I would just. There's very few bottles that I wouldn't want to readily open up, and that would probably be one of them, just to save it and save it for a special occasion. And Chad, the name of the Facebook group is Bourbon Blind Nation. So go check it out. I've been trying to promote it in all of my videos recently. A bunch of people are joining, so it's growing pretty quick, which is awesome. Not getting a whole lot on the nose. Of course, right now my nose is all stuffed up. So take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's get in here. Oh, again, totally different than what we've been drinking. So one of the things I love about the Jefferson's Ocean cask strength is I do get like some of that saltiness on the back end. Maybe it's in my head. I don't know, but I really enjoy it. This Voyage 10 is good though. One of them that I was looking for was the wheated batch, and I really wanted to try the Ocean's wheated. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I was in Hattiesburg at the Lincoln Road package store, and they had it on the shelf, and I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, do I want to get it? I really want it. And then, I already had 6 or 8 bottles of Four Roses and 2 or 3 bottles of Russell's Reserve that were all store picks. And I was thinking, I was like, and I went to go pick it up, and just a little bit down from it, they had some of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof was like $10 less. And I was like, as much as I want that Jefferson's Ocean, that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof 12-year 130 proof for $60-$70, that's real strong. That's hard to beat for me. Blood Oath, $130. Whoa, it's like 110 at my local. Ooh, I have a sample of Blood Oath from someone. I should go ahead and grab one of those. From Kyle Shallow, the Bourbon Santa. ECBP for the win. Definitely. That Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, it's freaking phenomenal. Jefferson's Ocean. It's got this quality of it. Packed 5, yes. Yeah, that's the one at my local. It's like 109, something like that, $110. Patrick says grab the Blood Oath sample. I will. I think it's packed 4 is the one that it is. So it's not the newest one. But I do been meaning to grab it. So yeah, it's got this. I'm gonna use the term weird, but I don't want that to like turn you off. It's just different, and I don't know how to place my finger on it. $70 a piece for 3 of them shipped. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that at all. Most of the stores I've seen them in, they're about $70 plus tax. So if you can get them for that price shipped to your door, yeah, that's good. Oh, I said I was going to open this up, didn't I? So, who says I should go get the Blood Oath sample? Packed 5 sample. Andy, dude, that would be awesome. I would love to try it. Like I said, my local liquor store has probably 4 or 5 of them, and I've been really kind of hesitant to get it. I'm not huge on the rum finish stuff usually. Um, I like rum by itself, but some of the bourbons that are finished in rum, excuse me, I have a what is it? The Angel's Envy rye aged in rum barrels, and it's super sweet for me. I pretty much just give it to people that come over and let them try it, because it tastes like toasted marshmallows to me. Not that I love toasted marshmallows. I'm not afraid, but they're. I don't want my whiskey tasting like that. You know what I mean? $150 Canadian for Elijah Craig barrel proof. Whew, that is steep. But from what I've heard, you guys have a lot of high prices in Canada as far as bourbon. Pete with the Benchmade. What's up? Griptilian. What? Except I got the more expensive steel. I shouldn't have done it. So I should have just gone for the regular one. Come to find out, the metal in this one isn't any better than the other metal. It's just more expensive to produce. So that's why it costs more. Anyway, this isn't a knife channel. It's a bourbon channel. It is a great knife. I actually wanted it because it's not spring-loaded. And I like being able to close it easily with one hand. So Blood Oath uses older rye than Angel's Envy, so the rum blends very well. Cool. I would definitely like to try it, man. Which steel this is, since a couple of people are asking about it. The 20 CV. I don't know if you can. It's probably not going to focus. Anyway, it's a 20 CV steel. Apparently, it's really good for like divers and stuff because it doesn't rust at all. It's got a lot of chrome in it, I believe. So. Just cracked the A119. Dude, that new batch of Elijah Craig, the A119, is so good. That's the one we got to try in New Orleans at the New Orleans Bourbon Fest, and it's really good. I don't know about a fresh crack on it, if it's going to be a little hot or not, but if it is, I'll let it sit in the glass 15 minutes or so, and it should open right up. Hard to sharpen. Yeah, it is. Steve, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate you. So, this is the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof from John over at Blind Whiskey Reviews. Did you guys get to see the crossover episode when he came on our show? I Whiskey She Wines. What's up, man? Dude, I need to get together with you also and try to get something going if you're up for it. Man, this Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, the barrel proof really is different to me. It just doesn't have that like pure bananas that I usually get on a lot of Jack Daniel's stuff. I've tried the Sinatra, the Gold, the 27, pretty much all of them. So far my favorites have been just the regular single barrel. There's some great ones out there, and the barrel proof. So this is, for all of you nerds out there like me, it's 128.4. And it is really good. Oh, man. So with my nose being the way it is, it's hard to pick out certain notes, but I mean, it is definitely pleasing on the nose. I Whiskey She Wines. You guys both. Yeah, for sure. Don't let me forget, because I will. Most overrated bourbon. What are you looking at, Monroe? Just curious. I'm trying to keep up in the chat, and you guys are going crazy. So um, I'll miss some stuff. So someone told me that with the Jack Daniel's barrel proof stuff, the 133 and over proofs are really where it's at. I have no basis to go off of if that's true or not. But this 128 is freaking phenomenal. It's better than one of the 131 proofs that I had. So I whiskey she wine, either email or Instagram is usually the easiest way, or on our Facebook page, Bourbon Blind Nation. And I'm posted all over there if you want to send me a private message, whatever. So whatever's easiest for you, man. I'm easy going. So as far as Jack Daniels goes, if it's the single barrel or barrel proof, I definitely like it. The regular stuff, it just tastes like bananas to me. The most overrated bourbon overall, Pappy, by far. No question. I will say before Buffalo Trace took it over and it was still Stitzel-Weller product, there was a huge quality difference. The Stitzel-Weller stuff really is on a whole nother level. For me, the Buffalo Trace Pappy stuff, honestly, is kind of like a really good Weller. It really is. So, bubblegum is a mistake. Get on Facebook. Yeah, finally, dude. Come on now. Get in with it. So if you guys want, I'll go ahead and go grab that Blood Oath Pact 4 sample. I'm looking at it in the cabinet. So if you guys want, I'll go grab that real quick while I finish up this Jack Daniels. Man, it's good. Andy says, thank you for speaking the truth. Dude, that's what we're all about. I'm not about the hype and whatnot. Which is why on our channel, so it all started because one of my buddies and I, he would come over. He really liked bourbon. I really like bourbon. And where our living room is and where my liquor cabinet is two separate rooms of the house. And one of us would go pour something, like I would go pour him something and he wouldn't know what it was. And I'd ask him, if he liked it and this, that, and the other. And he would do the same thing with me. And it really just kind of turned into this thing of like, we really like bourbon. We like drinking whiskey. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have a couple bottles that, I like to collect, but for the most part, like it's all about the liquid inside of it. So, yeah, I mean, where was I going with that? So anyway, that's where the channel came from, because there was a couple bourbons where I would have someone else like, yeah, I'm not huge on that, or I'm not real big on that, or whatever. And he would pour it blind, and I'd be like, oh, I really like this. What is that? Oh, no shit. Sweet. And so that's really where everything kind of stemmed from. And then it turned into, I was like, all right, well, what's from someone that drinks bourbon, what does it really come down to? And I was like, really comes down to how much I would pay for stuff. Secondary market is going crazy. I want to know from my perspective, if something is worth the secondary price, or even the price that sits on the shelf at. A lot of these newer distilleries are, they're in for a new 2 or 3 year bourbon at 90 proof, and they want $100 for it. And it's like, guys, I understand you got bills to pay, but I got bills to pay too. So it's really hard to pay $100 for a 2-year-old 90 proof whiskey. I mean, you can go out on the shelf and get, man, just about anything from any major distillery is going to be better. I mean, look at Wild Turkey 101. It's what, 6 to 8 years, 7 to 9 years, something like that. 101 proof, nice complex whiskey. So it's, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Pete says blind is humbling. Yeah, it definitely is. I've been wrong numerous times, and I'm not afraid to admit it because that's what it's all about. We all have preconceptions of labels and what you think is inside, and if it's going to be worth it or not. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab that Blood Oath Pact 4 real quick. So if you guys want to chat amongst yourselves, I will be back in just a second. All right, let's see. Blood Oath Pact 4 from my good friend Kyle Shallow, aka the Bourbon Santa. And he truly is. He's a great guy. He will pour literally anything in his cabinet for you because that's what whiskey's all about. It's about sharing. A bunch of people said nope on secondary prices. Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff just isn't worth it, man. There's a couple things that are good buys. If you really want to know, I'll tell you, but I don't want to put the secret too far out of the bag. So 2 Russell's Reserve store pick for $43 each. Whoa. Dude, they're like 65, 67 bucks around here. Ooh. So $740 for E.H. Taylor 4-grain. Yeah, I'm out on that. I've had the 4-grain numerous times, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's $150 maybe is the most I'd be willing to pay for it. But Andrea, your dry month, I was going to say you're almost over, but not quite. Don't do it, Andrea. Stay strong. Strong like an oak. Oh. Ooh. Very different on the Blood Oath Pact 4. Chaz says he's gotten a few things under retail on secondary, and yeah, I have too. I'm not afraid to say it. When I can come across a good buy like that, sure. I mean, at that point, it's more of just like a trading game, but I'm not going to pay you 5, 8, 10 times what retail is for a bottle. Just not worth it to me. I'm not made of money. You know what I mean? I got bills to pay. A wise man once said, I've got bills to pay, I've got mouths to feed. So if you guys know what that is in reference to, hint, it's a song, not a movie. Dry month, is that like a unicorn? I've heard of it, but I'm not convinced it actually exists. Yeah, it's not bad to do, a dry week, dry month, and kind of reset everything. Kind of making sure you're not becoming an alcoholic for some people. I have some family members that are alcoholics, and it's not good stuff. But main thing is you really just need to be able to control yourself and not just get belligerently blackout drunk every night. And you're probably all right. But on to more fun things. Ain't nothing in this world for free. Chad's got it. I got mouths to feed. I got bills to pay. So, Bourbon Professor says dry morning whiskey. Whiskey she wine says I'm in for the dry half day. I'm all for a dry half day. So 4 grains were $85 Canadian, Ontario. Yeah, dude, I'd pay that for sure. So I gotta approve messages, man. You guys are cussing left and right. Fuck it. I will say, guys, on our live streams, I will cuss every now and then. We're all adults here. You know what I mean? It's not. We're drinking bourbon. You know what I mean? It's not. We're not doing kid shows here, but I don't want to go to my sailor days and just kind of go off the deep end. But and he says he's pretty sure we're all alcoholics. Yeah, on some level, you're probably right, man. Anybody that I saw this picture posted up in our Facebook group. It says picture of Dory from Finding Nemo, and she says, "I'm all done buying bourbon. Oh, look, bourbon." And that's pretty much the story of my life. I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy any bourbon this week. I don't care what comes out. And then I go to the store and I'm like, oh, you guys got that in? Yeah, I'll take 2 of those. So anyway, that Blood Oath Pact 4, that is legitimately good. Let me get a drink of water here real quick. Denver says we're not alcoholics, we're aficionados. Sorry, William. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. William Devilar? I probably screwed that up, William. Sorry. Chad says he has severe FOMO and it keeps him buying. Yes, FOMO is a real thing. If you don't know what it is, it's fear of missing out. And it's fucking real. I'm GM1. What's up, Ethan? CM3 here. So Rarebird, DJ, what's up, man? How's the book coming along? If you guys haven't noticed or haven't seen, Rarebird 101 has a new book coming out about everything wild turkey. I am super excited for it. So, yes, all the yes. And you guys are making it hard to focus on this whiskey. Joseph, what's up, man? Taking a break from editing. Yeah, dude, I bet you are, man. I bet you are just going crazy. Probably ripping your hair out, man. I would imagine writing a whole book. I mean, I can't even imagine how many times you would just read it over and over again just to make sure that you're happy with the way everything's laid out, the order of everything, the spelling. I mean, all that kind of stuff. Oh, man. So this Blood Oath Pact 4, would I pay retail $110 for it? That's the question, right? He says he's read it at least 20 times. I bet you have, dude, for real. If you need someone to read it, let me know. I know a guy. Me. Oh. Yeah, dude, that Blood Oath Pact 4 is really good. I think I would pay the $110 for it. I should have. There was like 3 of them left on the shelf. They were there for months in my local liquor store, and I was going to buy one. And finally, I was like, screw it. I'm done. I'm just going to buy one. Like I said, it's been a few months that's sitting there. I'll go pick one up. I go into the store. All 3 of them are gone. Some dude came in, bought all of them. So $130. I don't know, man. After tax, you're getting real close to that 150 mark. And I don't know if it's just like a mental barrier thing. $50 bourbon in a $50 box. Yeah, probably. But I mean, it is good. So I will give them that. Antique 107. That's an amazing thing. Would I have Blood Oath Pact 5 or a Booker's and the Blantons? I would probably take the Bookers and the Blantons. I'm a huge Bookers fan. But then again, I can get Bookers pretty much any time, and the Blood Oath only comes around every now and then. So I'll tell you what, since DJ came in, go back to my old trusty here. This is barrel 16-500 Rickhouse M. Floor 525-3 from the Single Barrel Project at Maison Corbeau. Really cool people over there. I've done a couple barrel picks with them, and they are freaking delicious. So, DJ, what do you know about that Warehouse M, man? I know you got something on it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think about? Um, what do you think about Warehouse M? I want to know. I do. Good picks from 2016 in Warehouse M. That's good to know. Ooh, so definitely some of that wild turkey spice on there from Camp Nelson. Oh man, Joseph's getting in there. The best Russell's Reserve Dave's ever had was from Warehouse M. Wow. I think I read something on your blog about that. Someone sent you a sample, or maybe it was one of the best you've had. I don't know if it was Warehouse M or not. But I was like, damn, I need to find a bottle of that. You get that caramel apples in there. Man, I'll tell you what, dude. Oh, my top three right now on a daily basis, maybe not a daily basis, but a regular basis. We'll go with that. Are these three right here: Knob Creek, Russell's Reserve, and Four Roses. Those three right now for me, especially the single barrels, are the store picks. I mean, they're super hard to beat right now. I mean, the quality that you get for the price is, in my book, pretty much unparalleled, especially for stuff you can usually find on the shelf. So, two Blantons over one packed five. I don't know about that. I mean, for me, proof has a lot to do with something. Blanton's is 90 proof. I'm not huge on the Blanton's regular one. The gold and the gold and the straight from the barrel are freaking legit. So if it was two golds, yeah, I would take those. So I'm pulling up the Packed 5 current release. It is a 13-year mahogany bourbon, as they call it, an unapologetically peppery with shavings of dark chocolate. 2 11-year silky wheated bourbons, rich with vanilla and honey. And 3, an 8-year find finished in 8-year find. Oh, okay. So they're weird. They're not calling it bourbon or whiskey. Finished in Caribbean rum barrels to impart orange, brown sugar, and warm island spice. Every sip is an uncharted sensory adventure. How's that sound like for marketing? So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd be really interested to try that Pack 5. I don't know, man. The rum barrels scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, just picked up 3 Blantons. Damn, dude, that's pretty awesome. Those are usually pretty hard to get. So anyway, right now we are on the Russells. Sorry, tell you what, guys. I'm going to take these and put them down here and out of the way. And boom! Da, 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 da. Kyle, have I had Rock Hill Farms from Pete? Yes, I have. I like it. I like it better than the Blantons. I also like the Elmer T. Lee better than the Blantons. The Rock Hill Farms was a little bit better. The one I had this weird kind of like a peppery spice on it. It wasn't bad, but it was just a little weird. Wasn't expecting it, but I like the Rock Hill Farms. I like the Elmer T. Lee. I like the Blantons. Andy, to send me a sample, go ahead and send me an email, bourbonblindtasting at gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram or anything like that, and I can get you our address if you want to send over a sample. Freaking awesome, man. Cheers. Appreciate that. Cheers to you, sir. Yeah, so the Rock Hill Farms, I think it was probably my favorite of the three between Rock Hill, Elmer, and Blanton's. It just had a little bit more flavor, more to it than the other two did. So CNC coming. Oh, gotcha. The tag should say CNA, CNF, or CNC for like Camp Nelson and whatnot. Am I right? Rearbird? Like Camp Nelson F warehouse, Camp Nelson A warehouse, Camp Nelson C warehouse. Yeah. That'll be pretty cool. I'm glad they will differentiate a little bit more. Chad CNC Camp Nelson Warehouse C. It should be, if I'm not mistaken, Rarebird correct me if I'm wrong, but like Camp Nelson is a collection of warehouses in one location. Then they have other warehouse locations in like a different geographical area. A lot of the distilleries do stuff like that. The bigger distilleries, and they just age a little bit differently in those areas. So, Pete, what do you think of the? You just opened up the square bottle Rock Hill Farms tonight. What do you think of it, man? Let me know. I whiskey she wants. What part of Kentucky are you guys in? Curious about Jefferson's Ocean voyage. Which voyage? In general, as far as the Jefferson's Ocean stuff goes, I highly recommend the cask strength version if you can find it. It's like 10 or 15 bucks more, but it packs a ton more flavor than the regular one. Northern Kentucky. Define Northern Kentucky? Is that like up around the Cincinnati area? Because just south of Cincinnati. Dude, I was there last year for work. What was it OKBB? Bourbon bar that was in that area. I went down there and had a couple of glasses and closed out the bar with the bartender. And he poured me a bunch of stuff after closing. And that was freaking awesome. And we had a good time. Going to start and finish in Louisville, then Lexington in the middle. Oh, yeah, I'll be in Louisville for work this summer. And I don't know if I'll be in Lexington this summer. Patrick, appreciate you stopping by, man. Videos will be coming, and we're going to try and keep up on the 2 a week. Probably one on Tuesday, one on Friday. Tuesday will be Pop the Tops, and Fridays will be the regularly scheduled Friday noon Central blind reviews. So, cheers, Patrick. Have a good night, man. This Russell's is freaking fantastic. I love it. Stickers or tag, what makes the pick better? Stickers, dude. Obviously. Come on now. I mean, okay. None of these single barrels have stickers on them, which, I mean, obviously stickers make it taste better, right? I mean, it's just natural. I mean, the tag is cool, but it's not a sticker. So, I mean, come on now. I Whiskey She Wines. I will be in Louisville the end of next month. What is that? June? Yeah. I'll be in Louisville in June, the end of June. So, Whiskey Ace, what's up, buddy? New labels for Russell's Reserve, no more tags. Obviously, they did that because labels and stickers make the bottle taste better. Obviously. Look at secondary pricing. It's got to be true. It was on the internet. The internet does not lie. June 20th. Dude, I'll be in there around that time. Sorry, guys. ADHD. April, May, June? Yeah, Louisville from the 15th to the 18th. Dude, why you got to come in late? So, looks like I'll be in Louisville from the 15th to the 18th for work. Heard it here. It's science. Dude, obviously, labels are factual. That's a factual statement. I am on the internet, and the internet does not lie. So, obviously, stickers make bourbon taste better. Prices are like 3 times secondary or something without a sticker. So, obviously, it's got to be good. Heaven Hill, Whiskey Row, and then head to Lexington. Hang out with Perry and Chad and Sarah. Dude, Perry from My Bourbon Podcast and Chad and Sarah from It's Bourbon Night. All three of them are awesome people. I've met Chad and Sarah quite a few times now, and super nice, down-to-earth people, really nice. Perry is just freaking a hoot. He is awesome. So, I was actually talking about meeting up with Perry when I go to Louisville. So, Superman, empirical data. Yes. If you look at secondary prices, bottles with stickers go for more money than bottles without stickers. Ergo, they taste better. Obviously, right? I got Nola. Yes. Yes. Dude, that was so much fun. Are you guys going to go next year? Please say yes, because we all need to get together again and do a dinner or something. Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Dave over at Rarebird, did you get any of the elixir picks from the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit or the newest Russell's Reserve? So Joseph said yes. Hell yes, he's going to New Orleans next year. We are really going to go. We're really going to try and make it next year. It was fucking awesome. Roger says when he was picking up the Dickel bottled and bond today, the lady said, I just got in a while case of Jack Daniel's collectible bottles. He said, I'm a drinker, not a collector. That's freaking awesome, Roger. Oh, man. DJ, what'd you think about the elixir picks, man? I haven't opened up my Kentucky Spirit yet, but I have had several of the Russell's Reserve ones. Real King of Kentucky. No, dude, I really like that King of Kentucky. I want to know what you thought about it. I have one left that I haven't opened yet. I finished the other one that I had, and I really liked it. So let me know. Loved them both. I want to say I read the Patreon, not the whole review of it, but the quick Patreon rundown that you do. If you guys haven't checked out Rarebird 101 on Patreon, Dave is on it. I mean, he puts out a post, I would say at least once a day, minimum. He's freaking on top of it, man. So they're both Camp Nelson Warehouse F. Oh, this OBSQ is really good. Seriously, Dave, you do an awesome job. You really do. So the OBSQ of the Four Roses, it's one I kind of have a love-hate relationship with. The Q recipe can sometimes, depending on the barrel, impart a lot of flavor, floral flavors, and when they get super floral like that, I have a hard time getting into it. This one is not like that, but I have had a couple that are, and I don't know. Some people really like that floral thing, and if you do, that's freaking awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. So, if that's your thing, I would definitely, keep doing. You do you, boo, for lack of a better term. So, I just have the Knob Creek single barrel left. And, it's not a store pick, so I don't know how old it is. It is at least 9 years, though. OESK fan, Joseph is? Yes. OESK and OESO are probably two of my favorite recipes. That K yeast is freaking amazing. Not a fan of super floral. Also, it almost gets like a lavender note. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I just when it gets like that, I'm not a huge fan. I have a hard time with it when it's like that. So Raybird 101 was talking about in the Long Branch, they ate up a lot of the 8-year barrels. So Eddie had to use a lot of the 10-year barrels. He also used some in the Wild Turkey 101, and it was the date code LL/GC or GF that it started last year. Superman Low says, does it say OESK on the bottles? Yes. So the key is, if you'll notice, this actually has kind of a shiny label to it. Easy, dog. It has kind of a shiny label to it, which is different than the standard Four Roses single barrel. It also has a handwritten, not date code, but the ABV and the warehouse and barrel information, all that kind of stuff is all handwritten. And then on the side of it, it will have a sticker, usually of the store name and the recipe that it is. This one is the OBSQ. So it would say OESK here, and then it'll also give the age of GG, GH, and GI for the 101s. So those are just they're 101 kicked up just a little bit, and I like it. Anyway, this is 9 years, 7 months. All of the single barrels will have the age of the barrel if they are a store pick and not just one of them that's on the shelf. So, oh man, you're welcome. Cherries and fruitiness, that caramel, vanilla. There's a little bit of that floral, but not hardly a whole lot. It's way down in there. So the $175 verdict of okay, on a different chat. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I would like to do a blind between the Four Roses, the Russell's Reserve, and the Knob Creek. But honestly, I think all three of them are so different that as soon as you tried them, immediately you would know which one was which, even if they were blind. So I don't know. Maybe Aaron will pour some, and we can do it anyway. But yeah, I mean, when I'm trying stuff, I try really hard to not think about what it is. On the regular show, it's pretty much impossible because there's roughly 130 open bottles in the cabinet over there, and she can pick any one of them. So, Chad, the 10 roses, I know you had to bring that up, didn't you? I'm going to put something on. Maybe I'll put it on Patreon. We are working on something with Four Roses right now. I can't say any more than that. And you're just going to have to wait and see. But I am super excited about it, and it's going to be fucking amazing. Does the Bourbon Blind logo look like the middle finger? Yeah. Sure. By Dixon Dedman. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that OESK pick that you're talking about. Last time I was in there, Jamie saw me come in and we were talking for a little bit. And he asked if I wanted one. He still had one in the back. And I was like, yeah, I do. So he looked at me, he was like, dude, do you want one of those OESKs? And I was like, why the fuck are you still standing here? So, Roger, I should have had you come over tonight, man. It was a little late. Roger's local to me. He's, like I said, he's in our bourbon group. So, I just now thought of that though. But then we saw Jamie Ferris at the Barrel tent at the New Orleans Bourbon Festival, hanging out with Dixon and stuff, and awesome group of people. And some of their barrel picks are freaking phenomenal. I mean, in general, Jamie's got an awesome palate, and pretty much all his picks are on point. Baker's better than Knob Creek? Oh, I don't know. I would have to disagree with that just from my standpoint, but I'm not huge on Baker's, so it's just me, personal opinion. You know what I mean? Like I said, you do you, and that's what we're all here for. We all like different stuff. We all drink different stuff. Roger, if you haven't had too many, man, you could head over. And last time Roger was here, I poured him some of the George T. Stagg, and I think he had a slight orgasm in his mouth, but I'm not positive. He really enjoyed it. Okay. Secret time right here. Knob Creek and a lot of the Booker stuff. I'm going to get out a ruler, but I'm going to say this is like a half an inch on this top. I mean, they are way harder to get off than they should be. I do, however, appreciate them using the synthetic cork. And I say that because when I was in culinary school, we did a whole 6-week wine class, which, by the way, was freaking awesome because I had that class first thing in the morning. It was like 8 a.m. and we just drank wine for like an hour and a half at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I went to the rest of my classes. It was freaking awesome. So anyway, the synthetic cork, it's cheaper than the real thing. It is more reliable than the real thing. And it doesn't go bad. And it doesn't impart any sort of flavors or anything on the stuff inside. So distillery, I understand that the real cork it looks better. You know what I mean? That's the Russells and the Four Roses caps. And then the synthetic cork. Yes, the real cork does look more luxurious. It looks more high end. However, I really do like the synthetic corks. They don't break off. They don't, unless they just straight come unglued, which could happen to any cork. They don't really compress over time. They don't need to get wet. To regular cork, you need to get it wet at least a few times a year in general because it makes it swell because it's soaking up whatever liquid's inside of it. And that's going to keep the seal nice and tight. The bad part about that is, though, it soaks up that liquid and it also causes evaporation. And because it's soaking it up, it's also imparting some of that flavor on whatever's inside of it. So in general, I'd like synthetic cork. Sorry, wrong, or not wrong, but random side note of went on a tangent. Dave says he saves all his corks and he hoards a synthetic cork. For real, like I said, they're cheaper and they're better. They just don't appear as high end or luxurious as the real thing. But I am all about function over form. So if something performs better, but it doesn't look as good, I'm going to go with the one that performs better. Probably why we do blind reviews. So Chad says he tries to flip his bottles about once a month. That's probably perfect. So, Vanilla cream. Dave, I don't know why that tried to hide your comment. There was nothing weird about it. Yeah, man. See, all you guys like the fucking synthetic corks. Like, I don't know why distilleries haven't caught on that this is what people want. Booker's 30th has a synthetic cork. Good. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? They just work. And like I said, as from a distillery standpoint, they're cheaper because they're synthetic and they don't have to worry about, stuff being the wrong size or shrinkage or bad corks. How many of you guys have heard about someone got a bottle and it just tasted way different than any of the other stuff that they've had from the same label, sent it into the distillery and found out it was a bad cork that contaminated whatever was inside of it? I mean, screw caps on the Johnny Drum. I have nothing against screw caps. I think they have their place. I'm not opposed to it. Obviously, it doesn't present as high end as any cork, whether it's real or synthetic. But I mean, it works. It gets the job done. So, shrinkage. Screw caps and spouts for life. Knob Creek, whoo! It is actually no. The Knob Creek is 120 proof, and the Four Roses on this one is 122 proof. But man, this Knob Creek definitely drinks a lot hotter than the other two. Shitty screw caps that break off if you over tighten them. Yeah, that is definitely true. So, 101 screw caps. True that, Andrea. Do you think you like Four Roses because of the high rye? Skywook. So, you have just opened up a can of worms. I do way more research than anyone probably should into this hobby. So I've looked at the different mash bills and how they affect the bourbon while it's aging and everything, and also the flavor that it imparts, and also how the rye versus the bourbon interacts with the wood as well, and the barrel, as well as the proof, the entry proof, and how that interacts with the barrel. And I really think if I was going to design my own bourbon, which I actually found a place that you can do that and they will age it for you. But that's beside the point. I really think my ideal bourbon would be like 30 to 35% rye and a barrel entry proof at like 110 ish. That's just looking at what it is and what it does and everything. I really think for me, that would be freaking phenomenal. But, Jim Russell has been working at Wild Turkey for 65 years. That's a long time. That's close to how long my wife and I have both been alive. Pete with the Four Roses single barrel. I had a dram with you at work the other day. Cheers on that. So no TTB filing on a special release for Jimmy's 65th. I hope they do something, man. And I hope it's as good as the Al Young 50th, because that is also phenomenal. Thanks, Skywook. Yeah, like I said, it was kind of a little tangent there, but longest tenured master distiller, including Scotch. That's something to be proud of, man, for real. Oh man, so the people in the chat were talking about Jimmy's 65th, and Dr. Buck Double said it better have a sticker. I mean, obviously, if they don't put a sticker on it, I mean, it'll only taste half as good. So, you know, yeah, I like this Knob Creek. It's got a ton of flavor, but compared to the Four Roses and the Russells, it just drinks way hotter. So, obviously, it is a higher proof than the Russells, but it's slightly lower proof than the Four Roses. And the Four Roses definitely doesn't drink as hot. So, but it is single barrels, so that definitely can vary from barrel to barrel. But Robot Scott said, would that sticker say, quote, I don't put any of that shit in my bourbon? So Dave Pickerel was with Jimmy, and long story short, they were talking about someone was up there talking about wild turkey bourbon, and that they smelled, apples and caramel and fruit and all this stuff in the bourbon and stuff. And Jimmy looks over at Dave and goes, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't put any of that shit in my bourbon. That is probably one of my favorite stories ever of bourbon. It's classic, and I think it's freaking awesome. So another one of my favorite quotes would be Brent Elliott. We were at a private Four Roses tasting of, or not tasting, but it was a charity event. And I had all 10 recipes lined up in front of me, and the person next to me didn't show up. So you have me and the person that didn't show up, and then the next guy over, and him and I have been talking, and we decided that we're an hour and a half into this event, and whoever was supposed to sit here hasn't shown up yet. So we just took all 10 of those recipes and poured them in a glass together and made our own yellow label private barrels. They were all the recipes were different picks from the distillery. And so they were all at barrel proof and everything. So we basically made a barrel proof yellow batch. And I was talking to Brunelli, and I was like, dude, we just took all 10 of these recipes and put them together, and it's probably the best tasting of the whole thing. And Brent looks over at me and he goes, yeah, blending's not that hard. So it was awesome. But Jimmy, man, Jimmy's a character, and Eddie is too, for that matter. I like the story of Eddie Russell and Matthew McConaughey when they introduced each other. If you haven't heard about it, go look it up. I think it's on Bourbon Pursuit. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's on one of the Wild Turkey Bourbon Pursuit podcast, and it's freaking awesome. So go check it out for sure. Brent is the best. He is, dude. Brent has this way about him that when you're talking to him, you could be in a line for a release where there's 200 or 300 people behind you, and you're going up to him to get your bottle signed, and he really makes you feel like you are the only person in the room, and everyone else behind you doesn't matter, and he is talking to you and you alone, and it's not just thanks for coming, here's your bottle. Yeah, thanks for coming, here's your bottle. Yeah, thanks. Brent's not that way. He looks at you, and you want to talk about whatever, that's what he'll talk about, and he will talk to you, and he's not just trying to rush you out the door. So Brent is super awesome that way. He's genuinely a nice guy. So Bruce likes to tell that story. It is funny, dude. Uh, I'm Matthew, Eddie, McConaughey, Russell. Oh man. But I mean, you're talking about a bunch of backwoods dudes from Kentucky and stuff. Like that's how they grew up. Everyone's the same. Everyone's, you know what I mean? Everyone's people. No one's better than anyone else. They're just there to have a good time. And, um, you know, so, so that is it for the Knob Creek single barrel. What else did I bring? Knob Creek Rye 119.6 barreled in 2009. Yeah, I'll take some of that. So I did meet Eddie at the New Orleans Bourbon Festival. He was down there. My wife actually got a picture of him while I wasn't there, or with him, I should say, not of him. That sounds creepy. But yeah, I was over at the Sazerac VIP tent, and Aaron sent me a picture with her and Eddie, and yeah, that was cool. Anyway, yeah, Eddie's super nice guy, but he was over going around to a bunch of different distilleries, seeing what they were pouring and whatnot. Because I mean, that's a lot of the old school bourbon people, master distillers and stuff. If you go up to, say, Eddie Russell, right, and he says, "Oh, you like bourbon, blah blah blah," and you'd be like, "Yeah, dude, I really like Knob Creek," and he'd be like, "Cool, you should drink a lot of Knob Creek then," and it wouldn't hurt his feelings one bit, because that's, you know what I mean. That's the thing. They just want you drinking bourbon. They would prefer that you drink their bourbon, but if you drink Knob Creek, eventually maybe you'll branch out to Wild Turkey and Four Roses and Buffalo Trace and whatever else is out there. And that's what it's all about to them. You know what I mean? Rising tides raise all ships. So a lot of the distillers and the stuff, they help each other out. They all grew up together. You know what I mean? They're all close friends. So that's really cool to see. Someone had to pee. Eddie told them to go pee on the side of the building. He said not to pee on one side because they can see you from the road. Eddie Russell to someone on a private barrel pick. Whiskey Scout, what's up, man? Glad you could join us. What are you drinking tonight? Man, what am I on? Sorry, guys, I'm slacking here. Knob Creek Rye 119.6 from 2009. Barreled in 2009, not bottled. Not getting a whole lot on the nose. A little bit of that rye spice, but some baking spices in there. Yeah, not a whole lot on the nose. Anyway, cheers, guys. Wow, that's very different. So definitely get that rye in there. It's very different from a lot of the other Knob Creek rye single barrels that I've had. It's almost got that. This is going to sound weird, but like a floral medicinal quality. And I know that sounds weird or off-putting, but yeah, that's very crazy. A guy at the Chattanooga Bourbon Society or Bourbon Society, Whiskey Society, something like that. Gave it to me when we were at a bottle share over there. It is pretty delicious, though. I will say that. Robot Scott, have a nice night, man. Um, Robot Scott is tapping out for the night. So, is there anything that you guys would like for me to pour before we hop off of here? Let me know in the comments. Most of you seen whatever's back behind there, at least the front layer of it. While I'm finishing this up, let me know if there's something else you want me to pour, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up, man. Al Young, Chad, of course you would. I will tell you what, Chad. Maybe I'm slightly tipsy. That's okay. You make it up here, like you said, and we will open that Al Young together. How's that sound? Because right now I don't have one that's open, but you make it up here, I will open it up for you. So, Old Forester store picks, yeah. Dr. Buck Double, they're good. They're legit. No, Chad, don't worry. I wasn't opening that up on your account right now. But if you make it up here, we will open that up together for real. So now that this is sat open for a little bit, it's lost that medicinal quality, which I'm happy about because I'm not huge on it. It kind of reminds me of Scotch. Scotch has this like medicinal quality, like doctor's office rubber glove taste to it, and I'm not big on it, man. I just poured a 2015 Russell's Reserve single barrel. I don't have a 15 Russell's Reserve. Rare Bird, let me know what you're going to pour, man. You were sipping on that Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Let me know what you're changing over to. $20 says it's a Wild Turkey product. We'll see. Off to the cabinet. Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. So for me, Scotch has that like that rubber glove medicinal taste to it, and I'm not a big fan. I have a 18-year Glenlivet. There's about a pour or two left. My neighbor is a really big Scotch guy. I think I'm just going to give that to him. We'll see. A 100-1 odds. Ha ha ha. For the Wild Turkey 101. Chad, you know Dave has other stuff than Wild Turkey, man. Come on now. He's got to have at least 1 or 2 bottles of something else. Jimmy Russell Long Branch. I don't have one of those. I poured the rest of mine for our local bourbon society and let everyone else taste it and killed the bottle. Pinhook cask strength. Yes, dude. Pete, I got to try that. And again, at our local bourbon society, that Pinhook cask strength was really good. I will say it was very different than a lot of other bourbons. It wasn't that like that typical bourbon flavor profile. It kind of veered off, but in a good way, I would say. So, ooh, Rarebird, I do have a couple Armagnacs. I have a 25-year and a 28-year barrel proof Armagnac. So, bourbon and hemp collaborations from Kentucky. So I had a not a bourbon and hemp collaboration, but it was a beer that was brewed with hemp. I didn't like it, not one bit. It was like drinking liquid hemp, and I was not a fan of it. I had one small sip of it, and that's literally the only thing I could taste for the rest of the night. Anytime you burped, like it was just it wasn't good. I didn't like it. Not saying I wouldn't try another one, but Pete, that would be freaking awesome, man. Let me know. So, ooh, Rare Bird poured the Revival. I do have that over there. I could go grab some. Do you guys think I should pour some Wild Turkey Revival? Put it in the comments. There. Let me know. So this Knob Creek Rye at 120 proof, definitely it's a much easier drinker than the standard Knob Creek 120 proof, at least for this barrel, I should say, which is just a standard off the shelf barrel. So looks like pretty much everyone said yes to the Revival. So I'm gonna finish this off, and I'm gonna grab that Revival real quick. Anything to keep the stream going. Chad, you're such a trooper, man. Cheers to Chad. And the rest of you inglorious bastards out there. We're going to go grab that Revival. All right, so Dave, Mr. Rarebird 101. So while I was over grabbing Chia, I also grabbed this. That is my 25-year Armagnac, Boss Armagnac de Lord, 25 years aged, and it is 40% aged minimum, 25 years in oak barrels, product of France. Boss Armagnac de Lord. I've yet to try this one, I think. I tried a couple of the other Armagnacs, and I really liked them. They are a little more different. They're a little more fruity to me than standard bourbon. But I liked it. And I have that one. And like I said, I think it's a 28-year barrel proof. It's right at like 98 proof, I want to say. So here you go. I should do this way. So, da-da-da-da. Oh, it's like angels singing, man. So you can go and you can go. Let's put this guy here and take this guy here. Ooh, yes. And let's pour some of that Revival, man. Yes. Such a pretty bottle. Super pretty bottle. And this cap, if you guys haven't seen, it's like a brass cap with I think barrel stave wood in the middle of it. I could be wrong on that. Not afraid to admit it. Wild Turkey Master's Keep. And I mean it's definitely got some heft to it. I mean, it is definitely a premium bottle. I mean, like it's hefty. It's for real. So put this there. So, like Dave said, look at the color. Yeah, it's like this dark, deep, rich mahogany color. I mean, it's really good. Yeah. So I have my lights, and when I look at it from this angle, it's very I I don't want to say very light, but it's just they're kind of powerful lights. So sometimes you gotta go back here with it. But Glencairn that's sturdy like a pint glass. Yeah. Those neat tasters that we use, that's got a little fat bottom on it, then like just like a straight flute on it. Those things are probably about twice as thick as the Glencairns are. So those are pretty awesome. You might want to think of that. Oh man. So there's just this richness quality about the revival that is, I mean, it's so, when I drink it, I really think the first word that comes to mind is wet. Like it's just rich and oily and creamy, and man, it's really good. Is the Decades good? Yes. Yes, it is. And actually, my local liquor store still has like 3 of them. We're in a small town, and high price stuff doesn't go very fast. So, Chad, if you can make it up here again, pour of the revival is yours, buddy. 12-year wild turkey is the sweet spot. Yeah. Dude, the Old Forester Signature 100 proof is really good. To me, it's kind of like a baby 1920. Like it still has that same cherry richness flavor of the 1920. Just not quite all of the flavors and stuff there. Since it's watered down 15 proof points, but it's also like a third of the cost. So I'm okay with that. Oh man. So you do get some of that sherry in there. And like I said, it's just this wet, oily, rich. Oh man. Yeah. Second revival about to be on the third. Man, that's you lucky dog. I had to drive an hour for this one, which I guess isn't that bad, but I will say with whiskey, we're kind of spoiled here in Middle Tennessee. I think Eastern Tennessee gets a little bit more, but that's neither here nor there. But um, we're close enough to Kentucky that we get a lot of the cool stuff, but at the same time, we're not Kentucky. So people don't go through and hunt and pick here quite as hard as they do up in Kentucky, just from a lot of the tourism type stuff. So yeah, that revival is, it could very well be my favorite Master's Keep expression. The Decades to me is really good. It is fairly spicy, so if that's not your thing, then yeah. I still think it's worth the price tag. The 17-year wild turkey, I really the wild turkey Master's Keep, sorry. I really enjoyed that. So yeah. DJ, I'm trying to figure out what proof that Armagnac was. Let's see. So if I go in here and ARMAGNAK, is that right? Let's see. It's a lot in Cantata, 1991. And let's see. I want to say it was right around, maybe it was 89 proof at barrel proof. Let's see. Yeah, I could be wrong on that, but I think it was either like 88 proof or 98 proof. For the barrel proof La Encantada barrel proof, like I said, it was in 1991. So yeah, I can't find it readily. Sorry, I tried, but I'm really excited to open it. I haven't done it yet because it was fairly expensive, and I have a shit ton of open bottles already. So it's hard for me to justify opening live stuff, new stuff sometimes, just because there's so much stuff that's open already, and I don't want it going bad before I open new stuff. So, I have the Saffel and haven't opened it yet. Got it the day it came out for $40. Well, that's a great price. They gave it for the wrong price. Now it's 59. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 50 or $55 usually retail. So spoiler alert, Jay came down and we tried the Saffel and the Bond and Lillard. I have the Saffel, he has the Bond and Lillard, and we tasted them side by side, and we did a pop the top on them. So those should be coming either. I think it's either scheduled for this Tuesday or next Tuesday, but definitely check that out, and that is coming. So open that Saffel. That Saffel's open, dude. It's good. It is good. I liked one of them more than the other, and Jay liked the other one that I didn't like more than the one I like. So that was very interesting. But DJ, I'm with you. So yeah, if you got the Salfo for $40, man, that's a real strong price. I would definitely be happy about that. Oh man, so I have this revival here, and if you guys haven't noticed, like I just keep smelling it because it is so amazing on the palate, and like there's so much there, and it's just a really nice, pleasant, good smell. It's hard to beat, man. Yeah, like I just want to keep nosing it and keep going. Like it's so good. Joseph said, but it's such a small bottle. Yes, it's a 375. So it's half the size of a 750. So yeah, I mean you're paying basically 50 or $55 for a 375, which is essentially $100 to $110 for a 750. But I mean, that being said, I guess the way I look at it is you don't have to pay the price of a full bottle to know if you like it or not. You know what I mean? Like I had my local liquor store had a bunch of the Dickel 17 year, which was also in the 375 milliliter bottles. But I want to say it was like right around 80 or $87 or something like that for the 375. And I was like, that is the price of a premium bourbon in a full size bottle. And it's half the size, which means it's twice as expensive. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Aaron just walked in the door.
Oh, we're doing a live stream with him.
Just me and 35 other people.
Sweet.
So, hey, Aaron just came home. Say what's up.
Hey, everybody. What are we drinking? This better be something good.
It is. It's Wild Turkey Revival. Finished in Oloroso Sherry Casks. Chad says hi, Aaron.
Ooh. That's very lovely.
Isn't it, though?
It's been a long night. Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad.
And Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Joseph's the one that we were hanging out with him and his wife in New Orleans.
Awesome.
So.
Very awesome. Hi, William. Hi, Rarebird.
DJ. So, Rarebird 101, DJ said he was going to go pour some Wild Turkey Revival. And I was like,
that sounds lovely.
It does sound good. And everyone voted that I should pour some. So here we are.
Hi, Pete. My cousin Peter says hi.
Pete McNeil, he's the one in the Bourbon Blind Nation group that is a fucking rock star.
We really appreciate all of your comments on there.
Greetings from Finland. What's up?
What time is it in Finland?
All bourbon is very expensive. Like Evan Williams single barrel cost about 68 euros. Woo! If that is the euro sign. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is.
So 68 euros, that's like 75, 80 bucks, something like that. And it's like 30 bucks here. That's insane.
Sorry to hear that.
But you do get things like, do you guys get the Blanton's Gold and Blanton's Straight from the Barrel in Finland? The Kroner? Maybe. I don't know. Chad, there is no competing with Pete. Sorry, dude. You're just gonna have to be second rate.
I need to go to work.
Okay, well, you have fun with that.
I'd rather drink with you guys.
And if you guys haven't had the Revival yet, I highly
recommend it.
Highly recommend
very,
it.
very nice.
Yeah. I said, like, the term wet keeps coming to mind. Like, it's just that rich, oily kind of mouthfeel that is so good. And I just keep nosing it.
Where? I need a hair tie.
12 cents difference over the dollar. Hey.
That's it? I thought it would be more than that.
I think that would mean like $1.12 for every dollar.
Wow. Now I can sit and chat with you guys.
Oh.
Now there is life. Oh.
Did you grab a glass?
No, I have not.
Oh. We should all get all the Blantons.
Taste them all blind. Ha ha ha.
Pete, I am always up for swapping some samples. You just let me know, buddy. I am good with that.
I'll take a break for a little bit.
There you go. Everyone needs a bourbon break, right?
Yeah.
Kyle just chugged Revival. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. How's that sound? So, grab a bottle that you want. I've tried everything over here. Everything except for the Smooth Ambler Old Scout 7-year. Batch 160, 99 proof. Who says we should kill it? Me. It's 8 a.m. in Finland, and he's about to go to work.
That's awesome.
No Blantons, but lots of Wild Turkey, few Four Roses, and Maker's Mark. So, this is the Smooth Ambler Old Scout 7-year.
Damn it, girl.
Done. Oh, you got your new riff?
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron's a huge fan of New Riff, if you guys haven't noticed.
And I am really red. I'm sorry, y'all.
Or haven't caught on. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No.
That's okay.
So. SAOS in the house. All right. That nose is really good, but it's no comparison for the Revival.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I did, though.
Have you other New Riff Sib?
Single barrel.
It's right here. If I can get it. There you go. Yes.
So this is from Chuck's liquor store in Kentucky.
Thanks. I guess I should say Pete says I'm glowing. So thanks. I haven't had anything to drink today. I've been literally trying to get another business up and running. So all y'all looking for bourbon pages, be careful if you start seeing my face on other things. So we'll see how that goes.
New Riff is very good. I will say, for whatever reason, this single barrel, I actually like the standard small batch better.
Yes, very much so.
But this got more heat. This is the only single barrel that I've tried of the New Riffs, so that could be.
It's more like I would say it's more of a cinnamony icing taste instead of your usual caramely, nutty. Well, it doesn't have much nut, but caramely vanilla tastes. So, yeah, it's still good. It's the one I grabbed that night. I didn't really pay too much attention. I was like, New Riff.
You grabbed the 130th glass.
Yes, I did, because it's a smaller glass. I have to function.
No. Work is overrated.
Children are overrated too.
You love our kids.
I do. No, I wouldn't.
I love our kids.
They're pretty amazing. But at 12:30 at night, children are overrated. I wonder if Caden's sleeping. Caden is currently at Girl Scout camp, and we at Lonely are down to one child. So cheers. And
cheers for that. I'm pretty sure he's even asleep at that.
Mm-hmm. So what else have you been drinking tonight?
A little bit of everything. So I will put away the Revival in this fantastically amazing case.
Love it. Chad, start her out if she drinks red wine. I would definitely do 1,000 Stories.
Robert Mondavi.
Robert Mondavi is another one. Robert Mondavi and 1,000 Stories are both at Costco, reasonably priced, and that was my gateway. That and bourbon beer, because I absolutely love bourbon beer. But I would stay away from Apothic Fire. That will make your hair stand up. It's really good wine, and it's great after a drink or two. But if you're trying to get someone into bourbon, I would definitely try the bourbon wine.
It's pretty stout.
Yeah, not the Apothic. That's right.
So you ready for this? Little recap. Tonight we have had the Russell's Reserve single barrel.
Okay.
The Four Roses single barrel, OBSQ.
Mm-hmm.
The Smooth Amber Old Scout, which we're drinking now, or at least I am.
Definitely try the 1001 Stories, Chad. 1001 Stories is that and Robert Mondavi are my absolute favorites. Chad was asking me, I guess you guys all can't read. I don't know if y'all can read the comments or not, but Chad was asking what red wines and how to get your girlfriend, fiance, or another lady in your life into bourbon, and literally start with that. And then I would also recommend find out if they do high proof or low proof. I cannot drink low proof. I don't like anything low proof. So I started red wine, and then I drank Elijah Craig. So, barrel proof, right? So
we've also had Jefferson's Ocean Cask Strength. We've had Blood Oath Packed 4.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a PS26 OESV.
So what's the best?
Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof.
Why would you drink that?
Knob Creek Single Barrel 13 year.
That must have been interesting.
Stag Junior. That was really good. And
so basically you threw
Knob
a party.
Creek Rye.
You threw a party with your favorite. I don't know how many people are in here.
And Knob Creek Single Barrel.
How many people are in here right now?
Right now, 36.
So you threw a party at our house without me with 36 people.
40 something.
Thanks. Oh. Yeah. 36. So you threw a party without me.
Mm-hmm. Basically. You left, so I was like, hey, I'm going to throw a party. The wife's out, gone.
Awesome.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it always works. But at least it's quiet. So that's a start. I don't have anyone. And no one's throwing up in my house. I'm so happy. You can have these parties any day.
Roger talked about coming over. But
one person's okay. Chances of them throwing up in the house are slim.
So I also have that 25-year Armagnac that I haven't opened up yet.
Huh. It's a pretty bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Wife is gone.
Huh?
Wife is gone. It's party time.
That's right, Chad. Wife is gone. Party time. That's how it works.
Is it a pants off, dance off?
It is always a pants off, dance off, whether it's warranted or not.
I could say something, but I won't. He actually is wearing pants right now. I'm
You
really
ruined the
impressed.
surprise. It could have been like is Kyle wearing pants tonight or not? I don't know.
Now everyone's gonna be wondering next time you're on a live stream, is Kyle wearing pants? Ooh, I like that idea, Joseph. We totally need to have a pants off, dance off shirt made and a drink blind underneath it.
When the cat is away, the cats will play.
Mice. It's mice, honey. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Not then when the cat's away, the cats will play.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Just don't stand up. That is very true. If you are not wearing pants, we really don't need to see that on a live stream. Yeah.
If it was a regular video, it could be edited out.
This is true. And then you have to put it in for your Patreon viewers.
What happened to our water?
Oh, no. It's not our water. I love it. Hi, Panda. How you doing?
Panda Channel 18th. What's up, amigo? So, anyway, we've been drinking all kinds of stuff. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different bourbons so far. So,
and which one did you like the best?
They're different, though. So
run it down.
So the Smooth Ambler Old Scout is probably one of the best for just a straight bourbon flavor. The Wild Turkey Master's Keep is obviously finished in Oloroso sherry casks, and it is a very different flavor.
What was that first one? See, I'm keeping notes so that we can maybe do some of these blind.
Smooth Ambler Old Scout, which I just poured the rest of. So nice try.
Fail. The Master's Keep we've done.
Mm-hmm. The Russell's Reserve is really good. The Knob Creek wasn't as good. It drank way too hot.
Really? That's saying something for you.
It's not a store pick, so it's just off the shelf single barrel. So it is.
Chad says he wants a tasting set like the stave we have that comes with the drink blind glasses, or maybe just the stave. We can do that.
I'm working on it.
I shouldn't say we can do it now, but we're close.
So I actually have a barrel that I have cut up into different section staves. There's going to be 2 glasses on a stave, and then 3 glasses, 4 glasses, 5 glasses on a stave. Right now I'm trying to work on getting the Bourbon Blind logo etched into it, just as a nice little finishing touch. But they are pretty raw staves. I mean, they
came straight from the barrel. So right. If you're not looking for something authentic, woody, rustic, yes, straight from the barn. Right. This is not for you.
And then,
Joseph is on the West Coast, and good morning to DJ as well. But you know what goes great with breakfast?
I think DJ's in like South Carolina or something.
Bourbon and breakfast, but we're not quite there yet.
12 bourbons and a Tennessee single barrel buzzing. Yeah, I'm probably got a nice little buzz going. So
it's probably
it's only 10:40.
Yeah, it's West Coast.
No, he's in Phoenix.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I
Teleport, said. Please. I need some In-N-Out. I need some In-N-Out like yesterday. Protein style, and I want a chocolate shake with some French fries.
4x4 animal style, protein style. Boom.
No.
What's up?
Done.
Protein
style. Hold the special sauce.
No, it's all about the special sauce.
Anybody know what we're talking about? I mean,
it's all about some In-N-Out.
Bourbon and In-N-Out. This might be onto something.
Oh, snap. We'll be in Dallas. We'll be live streaming from the hotel room in Dallas.
Yes, we will.
With In-N-Out and bourbon.
And Color Street. So if you really, not to plug my new business or anything else, but y'all have wives, girlfriends, a lovely lady in your life. I found nails that can keep up with me. If you haven't figured out, I'm a little hard on things, not so girly. This shit is amazing. And now I'm selling it. So I might put a link somewhere, someplace, and I might joke around about switching up videos, but I will save all of the bourbon for you guys, and I'll save all the nails for the ladies.
So Chad says, are we in Central or Eastern time? Chad, we are in Central time. We are like 30 to 45 minutes away from Eastern time zone, which is the most horrible place to be. Because in the winter, it gets dark here at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and it gets light at like 5:30 in the morning.
And our son gets up with the sun and goes to bed with the sun.
Bad.
So yeah. And Chad, totally agree about the bourbon pairing with the In-N-Out. I want to do a next March when Girl Scout cookies come back.
Ooh.
I'm doing a Girl Scout pairing with whiskey and or bourbon. And yeah, it will definitely be amazing. But In-N-Out pairings, I think we could come up with some really good pairings to go with some French fries and chocolate shakes.
So Mark said, how about comparing more of the finished bourbons, like the Angel's Envy, Belle Mead, Rabbit Hole, etc.? I would be down for that.
Is Rabbit Hole a finished? I didn't know Rabbit Hole was a finished.
Oh, they have some finished bourbon, yeah.
Gotcha.
And we don't have any, but I would totally be up for getting some because it looks really good and I'm interested.
Kyle, can you please put my link in? William asks, so we'll put it in. It's nailswithaaron.com. And you can get all of your Color Street stuff. If you want, send you can
I think I spelled that right.
Nails. Yes, you did. I give out free samples as well.
Girl Scout cookie pairings.
I already said that.
Oh.
DJ says it sounds good. I'm having a feeling that the shortbread is going to be really, really awesome with a lot of the bourbons because it's a milder taste.
So
Whataburger,
Shingon sound. So I grew up with Whataburger, man.
I did too.
And don't get me wrong,
it's not bad.
I ate probably more than my fair share of Whataburger. I had a good buddy that I was 10, 12 years old or so, and his grandmother always used to take us to Whataburger, and it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't see what the huge appeal is for it. I mean,
I think it's as good as
I get it, but
I think Whataburger and Wendy's are kind of on par with each other.
Right.
At least, I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. If I can't get a hold of an In-N-Out burger, Whataburger definitely will do the trick.
Whataburger definitely, I would say, is better than the normal McDonald's, Burger King type places. So
I thought Whataburger went out of business. I'm really shocked that that you mentioned that because I haven't seen a Whataburger in years. That and the Wiener Schnitzel. I was like, that and the hot dog place.
Oh, the Wiener Schnitzel. No, you know what I miss? Del Taco.
Oh.
yeah.
Tacos.
Yeah, Del Tacos.
Chicken tacos with the crema on it. Yeah, those are something amazing.
Yeah, I miss a Del Taco.
I miss real life.
Taco Bell is shit. Del Taco is where it's at.
Won't eat Del Taco.
Five Guys, James. Yeah, dude.
Five Guys is legit, but if you have
good.
anyone that's allergic to peanuts, you're done.
Five Guys is kind of like a more unhealthy In-N-Out. You know what I mean? Like
maybe. I think that if you're on keto, it's great.
So the thing with Five Guys is you get the choice of
fish tacos all day,
the toppings and everything. In-N-Out, you get a number 1 single cheese or a single hamburger, a number 2 a single cheeseburger, or a number 3 which is a double cheeseburger. That's it. That is the entire menu.
Unless you know the secret menu, and then you got the now you got the peppers, and then you got protein style if you don't want your bun, and they
animal
do the
style,
extra sauce, extra pickles.
4x4, which is 4 meat and 4 cheese. So
they used to do it even
awesome.
higher than that until somebody decided that 100 by 100 would be cute to put on the internet.
1920, Pete. I would love to do it. Did I?
Yeah, we did.
I was gonna say I killed my 1920 bottle.
No, we put it up. I'm almost.
No, I know, but I think he's talking about tonight.
Oh.
I think I killed my 1920 bottle, and I think Jason had a lot to do with that actually. But I think that's gone. So sorry, I'll have to get a new one.
In Joseph, yes, Five Guys has a small French fry will feed a small family of 4. They do give you a lot of extra fries.
At Five Guys, if this is your small fry, this is how much they give you. Like
They
this
fill
much.
up the cup and then
They
dump
fill
it
up the
in.
cup and then they dump in like half the bag of French
Mhm.
fries. And that's your serving of French fries. So, all-time favorite available bourbon for the 1920. Yeah,
It is a cherry
it's-
bomb too.
and dude, that cherry is like one of my favorite parts of a bourbon when you get that like hardcore cherry flavor.
You gonna come say hi?
Meow. When you get that hardcore cherry flavor, that's my jam right there. So
Any dark fruit is really good.
yeah.
Peaches, cherries. Joseph says he gets peaches over the cherries. I totally could.
Pete, if you're gonna get some Four Roses, I will.
You're gonna join him?
I will join him.
Do I get to pick a bottle?
What
recipe? What recipe are you using?
Probably the standard one, I would imagine.
We could do a store pick of it.
You want to go grab another Four Roses?
I can totally do that. I was gonna see what
Pete's got.
Pete,
what Four Roses do you have?
He's probably going and grabbing the bottle.
Let us know.
Stewed fruits. Okay.
In and Out in Boise. That's in Idaho, which
has a lot of potatoes, I hear.
Idaho's northwest, right?
Of what?
The United States.
No, you're thinking it's east of Washington.
Which is in the northwest.
Okay.
In the geographical map of
yes,
the northwest.
It's the northwest, yes.
Right. So I'm kind of surprised In and Out isn't up there yet.
They got to get through all the mountains and the cold. Isn't it cold up there? I think it is. Yeah, I would assume it is. I don't do cold.
Fruity bourbons in general, yeah, for real. I mean, like I said, when I get that dark cherry, I'm all in on that.
Congratulations to the Chipotle. We have one out here actually, and Chipotle is pretty pretty good. You're in trouble. I am a Southern girl. You cross that. Hey, look at the states I've been to.
Miss Arizona,
Southern state. You can draw a line straight across the United States. I don't go north of the Mason-Dixie line. No,
Mason-Dixon.
Whatever. There you go. Geographic done by Aaron.
So Mark said, Henry McKenna, do I think it should have won the Spirit Award? If you want the short answer, no. If you want the long answer, so the way the San Francisco Spirit Awards go down, I have an issue with, because they are told as judges, they're not told what the label is, but they are told anything about it, such as the proof, the age, barrel information, all that kind of stuff, which, I'm sorry, if you know it's a 10-year bottled and bond,
you're going to rate it higher than,
especially with the barrel information, you know exactly what you're drinking. There is not many, if any, 10-year bottled and bond bourbons out there. So for them to say that it was blind is kind of a stretch in my book. Huh? What are you laughing about?
DJ says that his wife says it was the War of Northern Aggression. I have actually heard that. My whole family's from New Orleans. I had not heard that until we moved to Tennessee, and I was like, "Yep, it makes a little sense." Except my state is Arizona, and it was founded after the Civil War, so we're kind of impartial. We don't count.
However, currently we live in Tennessee, and we're from Arizona, which is more south geographically than Tennessee is. Yes.
Tennessee's more south than Arizona.
Arizona is
more south. Yeah. Well, actually, if you kind of draw a line, Phoenix and
I don't know if it's more on latitude, but it is definitely more south.
I think on latitude lines, I had to think about that for a minute. I think latitude lines, Phoenix is equal to where we're at right now.
I think it's farther south. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, but
I don't know. Pete says he's drinking 35 3P, and I don't know what flavor.
No, that's the standard Four Roses, but it's
thank you. That's what I need to know. I will go get that. Right, I knew it row 35 rack 3P. I understand what that means.
Look in the cabinet, and there should be a regular Four Roses, but also in the
secondary cabinet.
There is a third tier Four Roses single barrel up there. So biased. That's not biased. So funny story. We were out hunting with a buddy, and we were out walking through. It was on his property, and there was me and my buddy, which is born and raised backwoods Tennessee, basically. Super awesome dude. Absolutely love him. He's one of my best friends in town. But me, him, and the guy that owned the property, and he was from like Pennsylvania or something like that. And we were walking up a hill, and the dude from Pennsylvania was like pretty far ahead. And my buddy made a snide comment who's from the South. And he said something about you damn Yankee. And without missing a beat, the dude turns around and goes, y'all act like you won the damn war.
It's a thing down here. It's a thing.
He was like, touche. I have nothing. I have no rebuttal for that.
You would think that you have a 32T.
32 what T?
30-2T.
2T. That's second tier. That's close.
OBSV.
I think it's in the.
I'm not playing Bourbon blind right now. Get your own bottle because I can't find it. So I don't know what you're looking for. There are times I can spend up to 20 to 30 minutes trying to find a bottle. And tonight is not my night to go spending 30 minutes to try and find the bottle. So we're going to open this one. Okay. I found the bottle.
So, Pete, this is a second tier. Oh, hey, this is a store pick from Buster's. But it is a standard OBSV, regular single barrel, 50%, 100 proof. So, you want the rest of this?
No.
Okay.
What is it?
This Smooth Ambler, Old Scout.
No, it's going to mess up my lovely Four Roses. No, Chad, Kyle is not storing alcohol yet in our bathroom. He's taking over his work office first, thank God. But I wouldn't put it past him. My laundry room is now entirely full of bourbon.
I love to shelf for you.
Kind of. Also, yeah, no. But yeah, it's coming. I mean, we've got quite a few bottles. And there's always the excuse we need it for the show. No comment. You're focusing hard on pouring.
I was trying to show the camera so everyone knows. Four Roses single barrel, so we can drink it with Pete. Because Pete is a fucking rock star in the Facebook group.
I don't know about a fabric softener, but I do use it as a cough syrup. I use it as a numbing agent. I use it for making your house smell nice. Love the smell of bourbon. There's some amazing Buffalo Trace makes it some wax bourbon, and it's very, very nice and makes your house smell semi like Christmas, semi like fall. It's beautiful.
So I will say, in her defense, I have the liquor cabinet, which y'all have seen. That's the one behind us in the show. And then I got a Costco rack. Just like one of the steel shelving racks, right? For our laundry room. And I started with 2 racks. I was trying to be nice. And I pretty much took over 1, 2, 3, 4 racks in there full of bourbon. And then at my work, I took over one of the closets in my work.
And your office.
And in the closet, there's probably 10 or 12 cases of stuff in there.
I think that's kind of accurate.
And then in my office, there's another. I'm like trying to hide shit in drawers. And behind my desk, I started with like one nice bottle back there, and I was like, "Oh, that looks good." And then there was 2 bottles, and then there was 4 bottles, and
Nick's got a couple bottles 5. Now too. Nick's got a couple bottles sitting out.
Nick, who you guys have seen on the show, spoiler alert, he actually works with me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Works for me technically. Yep. And he's got 4 or 5 bottles on his printer.
I don't know if you could say forks for you. It's not your company.
More or less, but family business. But yeah. So I've kind of taken over a little bit of everything with
Angel's Rye for an air freshener. I would be okay with that. I would
like roasted marshmallows.
We need to put it inside of like one of those warmers, the wax warmers, and just have the alcohol burn off. But I'd be afraid it might catch fire. What's the proof on Angel? It's MB.
I want to say it's either 90 or 100 proof. I could be wrong with that.
90 proof won't catch on fire. Theoretically. Hey, science experiment. Let's
play. If I need to bring my YouTube viewers to work one day. Honestly, dude, we're both pretty open people. Our bar is always open. If people are in town visiting Jack Daniels or whatever, hit us up. I mean,
we'll drink.
Yeah.
We might have kids running around, and I'm not responsible for what my children say or do.
Right.
But yeah, my children are living nudists. They run around, and it's like, go put clothes back on.
They're little heathens.
I call them monsters. I don't have a princess. I have a monster. She may even growl. She likes to growl at people.
But for real though, I mean, our bar is pretty much.
It is
always open.
Once a month.
I will pour legitimately
anything that's open.
Anything that's open is totally fair game. Yeah. And then anything, I told Chad that if he makes it up here, I will open. He was asking for samples of the Four Roses Al Young. And I told him if he makes it up here, I will open that with him.
We will do that maybe we'll do that on a live stream or something.
Boom.
But if anyone ever finds their way up here at around the first of the month, Friday nights, we do a open
local bourbon society.
Yep. Lincoln County Bourbon Society, where we pop up a lot of tops. We do all of it blind, and you really get an idea of what you like. I recommend coming happy. Last Friday, I was having a really bad day, and everything tasted like shit. So
with our bourbon society, so a lot of the different bourbon societies that we've been to, a lot of everyone will just take their bottles and throw them up on the bar. And don't get me wrong, it's an awesome time. I absolutely love bottle shares. I've got to taste some amazing stuff that I would have never gotten to taste any other time. A 2008 George T. Stagg, a E.H. Taylor Warehouse C, Tornado Survivor, just all kinds of stuff, right? And it's an awesome time. No questions about it. So with us having the show, our local bourbon store that we go to, that we frequent, actually came to us and was like, hey, would you guys like to start a local bourbon society? And we were like,
okay,
sure, why not, right?
I mean, we have to drink more.
Oh, darn. So they actually have a space right next to them. They own the whole building that they rent out as like an event space. And they give that to us for free to use. So we have the bourbon meetings right there, which is right next to their store. So it's a win-win for everyone. And yeah, it's the first of the month, or the first Friday of the month generally. So that's where I was going. Everyone will bring their bottle. We'll go over to the store and get paper bags and put everyone's bottle into paper bags, mix them all up randomly. And I'll go through and pour everyone their sample of it. And just like the show, we'll go through the nosing notes, the tasting notes, what everyone else thinks about it, what if they like it, and then we'll
start
reveal
guessing
the bottle.
on what bottle it is.
And it's an awesome time.
It is. It's fun.
So
we have a good time.
It's a little different.
Chad wants to know how the Tornado Survivor was. Chad Wallace, that is, not Chad Holly.
So if you can get it at retail, which you can't, it's awesome. However, I would not pay more than 2 times retail for it. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's like a slightly off-profile E.H. Taylor small batch. There's nothing wrong with it, but it literally tastes like a off-profile small batch. There's just not the dude that actually brings it to a lot of the meetings. He's over in Chattanooga in the Chattanooga Whiskey Society, and honestly, he doesn't even like it, which is why he brings it, because he doesn't like it and it's open, so it's not worth anything. So he just lets everyone else try it because everyone else gets a kick out of it. But yeah, honestly, it was not much different than the regular small batch. So if I had a bottle, honestly, I would not open it just because the flavor's not there, that it's worth drinking. It's worth more as a collector's item. It really is.
Sacrilege.
I know, but
It's a waste of good friends sometimes. Sacrilege.
I know, but it tastes it tastes almost the same as the small batch.
I know, but imagine
And I
what's on
have
people's
a
face.
fucking case of it up there, and
To me,
I will
that's like
pour
that's like wasting like
small
chocolate
batch
cake.
all night long.
It's like wasting chocolate cake shots.
So,
Um,
the Barton limited edition warehouse collapse. I haven't even seen that yet.
is it out yet? I've been waiting for that one. We've been waiting. Haven't heard that one. Kyle's attempting to read. You have to excuse him.
I'm not attempting to read. I am reading.
You should see the look on your face. I had to say something.
Probably.
Yes, Joseph, we have not seen it yet. We all know it's coming. They just haven't released them yet. Chad, Holly, that is, because not to get mixed up with the other Chad. I'm so glad that we made your night. It's awesome when you're like, I'm done. Peace out. I've had a day. I'm going to bed. And then you get back up and you're like, oh, this was totally worth it. So I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys had cheers. I'm glad that you guys have had a good night.
Pete, yeah, if you make your pilgrimage and you're down by Jack Daniels, seriously, dude, hit us up. Let us know.
We'll go do the tour.
We're 10 minutes from Jack Daniels and like 20 or 25 minutes from George Dickel. So
we'll go do that tour. That tour's a lot better.
Tasting wise, George is way better than Jack. And then I think the tour is better too, because it's way more personal.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Daniels is very corporatized.
Very commercial.
Yeah. Corporatized.
However, at Christmas time, I love their Christmas tree of barrels.
That is cool.
That makes my day.
But
makes me happy.
The George Dickel tour is definitely much more personal. It's not nearly as.
I want to dismantle their.
It's more of like someone from the distillery walking around with you, like, "Hey, this is our stuff. Have a look around. It's pretty awesome."
Yeah.
Where Jack, it's very commercialized, corporatized.
Funny that I'm sorry, I just saw it and then it moved on me. That Chad Holly mentions this, that the Jack, the barrel proof. We just did, was it the barrel proof we did at Lincoln County Bourbon, and everyone was shocked to find out it was Jack?
Single barrel.
Yep.
It was the regular single barrel, not the barrel proof.
Oh, yeah.
And it was delicious.
It was really, really good. And that's funny because I hate Jack. But that's what Bourbon Blind does to you. You find something. What are you pouring in my glass? Oh, God. What is it?
There you go.
Oh, I'm drinking something. It's light.
Blind.
Yep, and it's really light. I'm scared.
It's not super light. The lights are super bright.
No, my new riff was a lot better.
We actually have. I'll show you guys a little behind the scenes.
It smells banana-y.
There's a light.
Did you just pour me Jack Daniels?
There's a light, and there's a light. So.
Did you get the one up on top too?
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, that's a little behind the scenes. So they're super bright lights. So when you hold everything up, everything looks a little bit lighter than.
Ooh, that's hot.
It's 130 proof. You're welcome.
It's hot. It's good, but I was not expecting
130 proof.
No, not for something that. I mean, it's really light compared to
my. Hold it back here and look at it.
But still, compared to my new, no, it's still light. Look at that.
It is not.
It is straw colored. Maybe a little bit honey.
Golden.
It's the color of light honey,
Golden.
not winter honey. So you're more like a spring honey.
People are gonna think we're fighting.
We've been there, done that. This is not fighting. This is debating.
We have a lot of fun together. We really do. So
you'd have to. I do all your intros just for you. Of course, he did edit all my. Did some filming for me tonight. So maybe I can. Start getting payback. This is really cinnamony.
Is it? Really liking Scotch now, DJ Beacon. But don't go for the peat yet. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I can't do the peat. So I tried to venture into the peat, and I guess I went straight for the deep end and went for the Lafroig at a bar when we went out to dinner. I was like, is there a way that I could try that before I go, buying a pour? And so he did. He poured me a little taster, and that's all I could taste for the rest of the night was fucking smoke.
Bogs. How do you like your bog water?
Right. And I was like, that was not enjoyable. Not only was it not enjoyable, but it ruined
your palate for the rest of the night.
The rest of the night, yeah.
That was hilarious.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a good time. But as far as my palate went, ruined.
Was that when we were in Lexington?
As Stu would say, ruined. No, we were in Tullahoma, where George Nichols made.
Gotcha. We were at 120. Where were we at? 120, 122, 121. Like no, not barrel. It was, I don't know.
But so yeah, that's the same thing. Like peated scotches and stuff is the same reason I don't like cigars. I love the smell of cigars. I like smoking cigars. I don't like tasting cigars 4 hours after I'm done with it. And that's my beef with it. Like if I could smoke a cigar and then the taste is completely gone out of my mouth in 20 minutes or so, cool. I'm down with that. But
DJ's got it right. He says it makes me think of finding a cigarette butt in the can of a beer. Right. I will totally agree with that. I love this smell of cigars. Don't like the taste of them. Love the smell of coffee. Can barely taste that or like the taste of that. I can't stand scotch. My dad drinks scotch, and I maybe I've been drinking it too long. My family's from New Orleans. I've been drinking since I could crawl.
Since you were knee high to a duck.
Crawl. But you learn to not give your kids like a whole glass. Like it's not a big deal down there. But I can't do scotch. I just can't. And I'm like, even on ice, it's just.
We were talking about that earlier tonight. I said it's like, it has this like doctor's office rubber glove.
Medicinal.
And I just can't get behind that. I don't.
That's because my family's from New Orleans. Sorry.
Nolans.
It's not Nolans. It's New Orleans. Chad
New
Holly,
Orleans.
I grew up in Arizona. No, that's tragic. I grew up in Arizona, but both my parents were from New Orleans. They both were born down there. My sister sounds like she's bleeding when she says bye. Bye. But it's more of a bah when she says
Instead
it.
of a bye.
Yep. So Glennis, if you're watching, love you. Yeah, New Orleans is that's home. I mean, that's where I grew up most summers. So I have some fond memories down there.
You got this for 2 seconds?
Sure. I think I can handle this. Hi, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind. DJ says that finding mini scotches without the peat or smoke is very enjoyable. We're going to have to get a couple of those bottles and maybe do some blind tasting with some of those and watch the guys' faces smash up and make me laugh. Ryan Parker says he's going to finish up some Dollamore 12. I have yet to have that. So do enlighten us. Tell us more about it. Do you know what Dollamore 12 is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're going to scooch me over.
I've seen it before, but I've never had it.
Yeah.
So this is one that I have. The Glenlivet 18 year. And as you can tell, there's not much left. But this was actually a gift from...
my dad.
No, Jason.
No? Oh, Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, y'all seen Jason. He's the one that you and Jason started this all.
Yeah. So he gave me this. And I'm just having a hard time finishing it. Like I said, it's
gonna have to try it.
It still has that kind of rubber glove medicinal taste to it that I
was just smelling.
It's not peated, so it's not super smoky, but
nope, not doing scotch. Don't like it.
I tried something at Elixir that Tarak poured me, and it was really good. Detroit.
No, that's still 2.
Detroit.
No, it's 3 syllables. I would love to hear it said because now we're going to be sitting here doing clappings. No, Joseph, I promise we will not turn it into Scotch blind. You're absolutely correct. It is not called Scotch blind, but I like throwing a curveball every once in a while just to keep them on their toes. We had that happen at Lincoln County Bourbon Society. They threw in some Jameson, and it really threw a monkey
Called
wrench.
it, by the way.
Yes, you
Called
did.
it.
You so did.
Called it.
You did, and it yeah, that was fun. It definitely was like, this, what is this? And why are we drinking it? Sherry Scotch sounds really nice, DJ. And I think someone else mentioned it too. Oh, port. I love port. Port is amazing. You got all the tannins, you got all the sweetness, and you got all the yumminess. And yeah, I love port. A good tawny port is amazing. Oh, where the hell has Jason been?
That's where I was going. So Jason is in school. He is actually training to become a commercial airline pilot.
He's doing he's also going back overseas for a hot second as well, isn't he?
Yeah, for the summer. He's a former Marine. I guess once a Marine, always a Marine, whatever. And he did some contracting work over in Kuwait for a while, and he's going to go back over there during the summer. So he's been in and out, and like I said, he's been trying to get his FAA license.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been kind of trying to kick back on the drinking for a while. So Glenfiddich 14. I don't know if I've seen the 14.
Chad,
here.
to 8 years schooling. Cheers. Now, I hope that you find yourself a doctor or going to doctor school. I ended up a theater electrician, but it took me 8 years. And
Chad has his doctorate, though.
Oh. I decided that I was going to do neurology and technical theater. And I literally went to school for 4 years trying to do both and then gave it up.
Chad has his doctorate in, correct me if I'm wrong, physical therapy.
Sweet.
I think.
That's awesome if that's true. So let us know. Oh, whoa. What did you just do? No, don't scroll. You're going to make me all confused.
I was trying to look because, it won't go back far enough. Anyway, I could be completely wrong.
You are correct. So there
Boom.
you go. Boom sauce.
Boom sauce. So.
If you can marry someone in the industry of serving alcohol, Joseph, you've done really well.
And now
because
she's an orthodontist.
Hey, props to her, because I would not want to be, every once in a while I joke, I want to be a bartender. And then I realize what they deal with. And I'm like, oh, I would pull a gun on someone. So props to your wife for doing that lifestyle, and awesome that she's an orthodontist now. Sticking your hands in people's mouths, that's really ballsy.
Joseph was a bartender too back then.
Sweet, let's trade drinks.
Dude, I need a good recipe for an old fashioned.
Yes.
And a
mint julep.
I like my mint juleps.
We need another recipe for a mint julep. It's too sweet.
What's the other big whiskey drink besides? I don't drink a lot of cocktails.
Sidecar.
No.
I knew I'd get it.
There's another big whiskey one, the Manhattan and the old fashioned. That's what I'm thinking of.
There you go. So go ahead and email us. I'm sorry, got to figure out where we were.
Bourbon blind.
No, I know that, but who was telling it that? Joseph, go ahead and email us at bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. We would love to share your recipes, and I'll make one on the show if I'm really, really good.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whiskey sours. Yes, bring on the sour. Love the lemons. Love the bitters. Those are amazing. I do sour. I don't do sweet. It's gross.
Yeah, I need a good old fashioned and a good whatever the other one was. I always get them
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
There you go. See?
I always need a good recipe for that.
Chocolate cake.
Mine suck.
Chocolate cake. It's not bourbon, and I apologize, but if anyone has the chance, a chocolate cake shot on your birthday, it is the most funnest shot on the face of the planet. And take one once, and then it will be your party trick for the rest of the day, because I love watching people's eyes bug out. Basically, chocolate cake is vanilla vodka and frangelico, and you bite into a lemon, and all of a sudden you get chocolate cake in your mouth. It doesn't the chemical reaction does it. And so people have lemon sticking in their mouth.
Sense.
It does it, and it works, and it's so much fun. But yeah, you'll have people sticking. I get cameras out all the time, and they bite in the lemon, and their eyes do this number, and you're like, yeah, you're funny. So that's yeah, I'll leave it at that. Chocolate cake.
So with the, I think it's the old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned or your old-fashioned? Ooh, I want to try both. We could do a side-by-side comparison, Joseph. Joseph says that is it your grandfather's old-fashioned or the old-fashioned we know today? Would love to figure out what the differences are. Would love to do them side-by-side. We'll do a blind tasting, figure out which ones people like the best, and figure out the best bourbon to put into it.
So I actually went and got like the Luxardo cherries and the really nice bitters, and
bitters are good.
All that kind of stuff. And maybe I just can't make cocktails for shit. I don't know. I do make a great mint julep though.
What is the one we were drinking at Christmas that you made? Apple cider. It was like a cidery yumminess. That was good with not my eggnog. I have a really good eggnog recipe. We made it with Long Branch. It was absolutely phenomenal. We can show that on the Patreon page. What? We can share that on the Patreon page. What? Your eggnog recipe. Oh, yeah. It is this is my grandmother's recipe, so we're going circa back to like 1920s, and eggnog is made to serve hot. Totally, but it really, I've always drank it hot, and this cold stuff that people are drinking is nasty. So Christmas time, I'll be releasing that. We now have recipes being exchanged. Chad said his whiskey and Coke is the only cocktail he can do. Okay. I think we need to have like a party at our house for all of our like diehard viewers. Yep. And we'll kick the kids out, and I'll make eggnog sometime at Christmas time. It'll be Aaron's birthday. You love to invite random people over to my house for birthday parties when Joseph can make cocktails. My birthday. Yep. And everyone will have to be forced to drink a chocolate cake shot. Open bar, bitches. DJ, it's amazing. Hot eggnog is beautiful. Whiskey Scout, good night, dude. Good having you in here. Appreciate you. Thanks for visiting. Whiskey Scout's awesome. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do so. Super awesome guy. I have to give everyone props. We're almost now at 1:15 in the morning, and we have 32 viewers. You guys are fucking troopers, man. Cheers to all of the night owls. Cheers to you guys. Yep. Love it. And all I keep hearing is, yeah, pour something else. Yeah, pour something else. I mean, we are right at 2 hours into this thing. So you guys have been pouring shots down my throat for 2 hours now. So appreciate you guys. I've only had, I'm doing little shots because I really do have work to do tonight. I literally left my upline's house, and I'm going to have to do a live stream at some point of Christy and I working. Not tonight. Nope. She's not. She's in bed. She gets up at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and she's got a 6-month-old. So I was like, well, I'll go home and work. And now I'm drinking instead. Sorry. Pete, Matt, we had the, or I did anyway, the Four Roses single barrel. So we totally will. What are you pouring next? Whoa, you slow down. What are you pouring next? I might drink with you instead. So, sweet. Chad, Holly, I'm so glad that you're keeping up with Kyle. Don't do that for too long. If I had $1 for every person that has gone toe to toe with Kyle and has puked in my house, I would be like up $20-30. So, it's that's a dangerous proposition. I think I've tried to go to, actually back in my heyday, I did go toe to toe with you and I actually won. But yeah. There's no proof. You can't prove it. No, I can't. I can say it though. I can't even say this. Is it Stag Junior? Pete, I don't have an open Stag Junior. Maybe I should change that. What is the chevron symbol? I'm sorry. Chingon? Chingon? Chiwongon? Someone needs to pronounce this for me. I butcher people's names for a living, so I really am sorry. Pick. How about Bookers? Bookers. Let's do Bookers. We have Bookers, don't we? Oh. I don't think we have an open one right now. We can open one. Nick took the Bookers. No, the Nick's Bookers is in there. Feel free to pour it. Nick, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm pouring your Bookers. He's going to kill me. So who's drinking Bookers with me?
126 proof is the bomb. So much cherry. Chad, are you talking about the Buffalo Trace Stag Junior? Question mark. 2017-04. Yes. I think that's the Backyard Barbecue, if I'm not mistaken, and that is freaking phenomenal.
Yes, it is. Can pick Bookers out from a mile. I can't find it, so I'm not going to drink it. I shouldn't be. Oh, it's not in our cabinet.
Mm-mm.
What is Elijah Craig barrel proof? I had to turn my head sideways for a second.
I'll drink some Elijah Craig barrel proof.
I'll go grab that for us, I guess.
Or
Barbecue.
Booker's.
Yep.
Stag Junior. I don't have an open Stag Junior right now. I should change that.
Okay, so go get Stag Junior then. I've heard.
Okay, I'll go find a Stag Junior in the laundry room.
I'm tired of finding bottles. I'm not gonna lie. You need to tell me at some point where.
What quadrant?
Yes. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this out of my head. It was Creek, and it was not Creek water. It was Rowan's Creek. You said we have a bottle of that. Has anyone had it? Joseph's asking Kyle if you have a Stag Junior sample. He's digging. I need the map for the storage, the bourbon storage. He knows where everything is. William, horrible stuff. Is that in response to the Rowan's Creek? Because someone requested that, and I love it to watch their faces like smash up and be like, this is disgusting. I keep threatening to re-pour chicken cock or pot still. So we'll see if pot still ends up on there. Okay, cool. Rowan's Creek is nasty, Kyle. So it's a pretty beautiful bottle. So he's still digging. Oh, we found Bookers too. Woohoo! I don't need any. I don't need any Bookers. I really like Bookers. I really like Bookers.
So I went to the closet, and that's what I found.
Okay, Rowan's Creek is fine. Joseph says he says it's not bad, but not great, and William says it's not worth it. So this is totally why we do things blind. I am totally interested to see what they think of Rowan's Creek when I find the bottle, because I literally looked for 20 minutes and couldn't find it. Do you know where Rowan's Creek has run off to?
Yeah, it's on the very left side.
Top shelf?
Yep.
Has to be top shelf. I literally picked through that and I got to tequila and stopped.
It's like all the way on the edge.
Okay.
So you guys vote Bookers, which is the Kathleen's batch for this one, or Stag Junior 126.4 proof.
What's the Booker proof? The Booker
127.4. So within one proof point.
Yep. Pete, you are absolutely right. Either way, I am not sad on this pour. SD says good night. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
And I agree. Noah's Mill is definitely way better.
When did you have that one? I haven't even heard of that.
What?
Noah's Mill.
It's up there.
We have too many bottles. We have too many bottles open. I can't keep up. Kathleen's Bratch. Okay.
So we got one
2 for Bookers, 1 for Stag.
That's a Noah's.
No, that's Stag, Bookers. You pick. What's batch 10? Both. Paul, you're ballsy. Stag. So now we're 2 for 2. What's batch 10?
I think that's the Stag.
Batch 10. Okay, so we got 3 for Stag. You have a Stag Junior sample to your left.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I'll have an open one in just a second. I don't think I was here when I said that, though. I think I was over at the...
No, you said it a couple times. It's okay. My wife's going to go ahead to sneak past the puppies to get the Bookers, but they didn't wake up, so I should start praying. Hey, for DJ's sake, I think we need to open the Bookers.
That's just because you want the Bookers.
Of course I do. It's okay if it's going up in price. See, there's something that...
Stag.
Okay, fine, Stag. We'll open the Bookers next. Bookers makes me smile even on my worst days.
So
no, stop. You have a sample bottle from earlier of Stag. Front Porch, huh? Wait, Front Porch is Bookers.
No, the 130.0 is from No Hard Time. No. Sorry, totally wrong bourbon.
What the hell sound was that? We are now doing Family Guy.
There's Stag Junior right there.
Yeah, you
130.0
had a
proof.
sample. Thank you for proving that he did have a sample this whole time, and you kept saying
Would you
sample,
like
sample.
some?
Small. Can I have an actual taste? No, stop, fudge nudger. So I'm going to just go and do this number. There you go. That's better.
All right, so we are currently drinking.
Where did Stag? 126 proof
Junior,
is amazing.
not
Yes,
senior.
no, not senior.
Here, Stag Junior sample.
Smells good.
Cherries for sure. Yeah, I've heard the 126 proof is legit.
That sounds
good.
amazing. The proof point's right.
So one of the guys
Cheers.
in the local Nashville Bourbon Barrel Group did a comparison between I think the 126 proof Stag Junior and the 2018 Stag Senior, and between like 6 people it was like 50-50 between what people preferred. Supposedly that is
I don't know if I could pick it
good.
out. I really have gotten okay. So Four Roses is the love of my life.
Thought it was New Riff and Knob Creek and Booker's.
Jim Beam is starting to become like that secondary. Like maybe Four Roses is my first love, and maybe Jim Beam might be my new love. I don't know.
Where do I fall into this line?
I don't drink you. That sounded awful. There's that.
Joseph, just save the Stag. Cheers.
It'll be open soon
but
enough.
I was gonna say I'm out of Stag Junior, so
it'll be open real hot second.
I don't care.
I do love New Riff.
Look at what Joseph said. Look at that. Kyle is the love of your life.
Yeah, I don't drink them. Now you're gonna have everyone go, "Oh, mesh,
gross."
Bookers. Yeah, see, I can
New
pick
Riff.
Bookers out of New Riff is really, really good. I want to make icing out of it. I'm not gonna lie. It is really buttery and vanilla-y and caramely. But on a bad day, Bookers, you can find like I can pick Bookers out of a lineup like that, and it makes me smile every single time. Wow, a 2-ounce pour for $11.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep, I would be in trouble with that one.
Well, Booker's, there's nothing.
We have
wrong
a couple
with that.
rooms, Ryan. We really do.
Huh?
Ryan told us to get a room.
Yeah, $11 for a Booker's.
I'd be in trouble.
That.
I'd be in trouble.
So standard bar pour is usually a third of the bottle cost is what it costs for a 2-ounce pour. So by that, Booker should cost about $20 a pour for a 2-ounce pour.
Mm-hmm.
So for $11,
they don't realize what they're doing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Chad, we did do is all New Riff bottle and bond. I believe it.
The single barrels are not.
No, but we did the review. The review, you're right. It was on a bottle and bond. Right. That bottle was I killed that bottle. That bottle's done. The second bottle I didn't like quite as much, and I think it was just like a lot of times when we're doing bourbon blind, I usually have a glass of wine, and I think sometimes that like colors my flavor profiles of things. But that first bottle was amazing. And Kyle can't type either. So cheers to Chad being drunkum, and Kyle is drunkum.
I am buzzing. There's a difference.
Okay. Remember, we have a soccer game at 8:45 in the morning. But yes, the New Riff is definitely amazing. Booker's Pete is definitely boiled peanuts, and I love it. It is so good. I think you're the pot calling the kettle black.
That's what Chad said. He says with typos.
I can't type. The pot calling the kettle black. There we go. I can speak.
This is really good Stag Junior, though.
We didn't have.
Yeah, we've had a few pours.
We didn't have. Oh, yes. Oh, in my head. Yeah, I have the dog look, like, you know, when your dog gets confused, the head goes. Yeah, it's a bad trait.
Well, I think it's been real, y'all, and it is 1:30 in the morning here, and you guys have poured like 18 different bourbons down my throat. So, cheers to that.
I've only had 3.
Cheers. And we are, I think we're a while into this.
Mm-hmm.
I need to scroll up. We are
just over 2 hours. Nope. Yeah, 2 hours.
Well, we should be way more than that, though, because it was just under 2 hours a while ago. Anyway, cheers to all of you guys for freaking sticking around. You guys are troopers.
Especially on a spur of the moment live stream. I mean, that is mad props to all y'all. And thank you for the love. Like, that is some serious love from y'all.
I think we had like almost 50 people in here at one point.
What? I missed out on all the people. That's okay. I party with the good people.
That's right.
No offense to the ones that left early. We all have work. We all have other things. But if you can party at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know.
You guys are the real troopers here.
So when my kid gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to figure out how to call all y'all and be like, hey, it's time for breakfast. I'm really bad about doing that.
Anyway, cheers to you guys. Absolutely love you guys. Freaking amazing. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are always awesome. So,
is there anyone you don't want to thank?
No, not really.
Good. Well, DJ's going to be up with me. Sweet. Breakfast, 6 o'clock in the morning, Denny's. Denny's is amazing after a night of drinking.
Bourbon Junkies go 3 hours. Those are fucking rookie numbers. Gotta pump those numbers up. We're going 4 hours.
Oh, no.
Yep, 4 hours. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
There's plenty of bourbon in the house. We can do this.
If our house ever catches on fire, just stand back. The house is going to explode.
We're in trouble.
You'll cook breakfast. Sweet.
Pete, there's plenty of stuff in the fridge. Bacon, eggs. That's all you really need.
No.
Peppers, onions, ham,
cheese.
That all goes with the eggs, though. So.
Okay, Joseph says he's pouring another. What are you pouring?
Hey, I still haven't finished my freaking Stag Junior.
Drink up.
Blindly drink. Yeah, you're about 15 pours behind me, so wipe that smug look off your face.
You weren't up at 4:40 this morning.
I was for a little bit, a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm almost going on 20-something hours.
Stag. DJ's pouring another Booker's.
And another hour starts now. Sweet. Kyle's gonna try and outdrink the this could be an end of a start of a show war.
Kyle's done for the night.
He's gonna go find concrete to sleep on because that's what Kyle does.
I'm gonna go find some cheese and sausage and pepperoni.
You could eat that. You could have snacks with these guys. You know, you drink with these guys. You have to eat with these guys, right? We had talk of Del Taco.
I could go get some cheese and sausage and pepperoni and sit here.
Because there's nothing open this time of night in our town. DJ and I are I'm not quite there. I'm getting close. I am seriously getting close.
This homie's not driving anywhere.
Nope.
That would be a horrible idea.
Yep. You don't have to. Joseph says he's gonna let us go. I don't know if you guys can
see the sunrise.
I love that. See, in Arizona,
you're a fucking machine, man.
That is the way to do it in Arizona. So I don't know if you've been to Arizona in the middle of the summer. Joseph has because he's from Phoenix. I had
see the sunrise and it's like Terminator.
Not Terminator. You are thinking of Riddick. where the sunrise is a whopping like 7 million degrees Kelvin, and the nights are like 63 negative Kelvin. And it literally is like that. And I can't, oh, sorry, Joseph, you're from Washington. Somebody was from Phoenix. I thought Kyle said it was you. I'm so sorry. Yeah. There is definitely a sunrise, and there's definitely a time to cheer sunrise and find yourself to bed. Chad's from Phoenix. There we go. Sorry. Got names mixed up. I'm really bad. But
you're not even drinking yet.
No, I'm not, but that doesn't mean I can keep names straight I can't even pronounce names, let alone keep names straight. I'm awful. I'm sorry. I really do suck at that.
All right, guys, this is what I really wanted. So I have some sausage and pepperoni
and yuck
and a knife.
It's a kniff.
And yeah. So I did run out of like cheddar cheese. Sorry, on the mic. So I got some string cheese and some Baby Bell
Easy,
cheese.
bud. Easy.
And
some smoked Gouda. I'll have the Gouda.
And some smoked Gouda.
This was actually made by, what was your platter made by?
William Stewart McNeil. He's a buddy of mine that does woodworking. And it is a end grain cutting board that he handmade. And I will say my knives are very sharp, being into food and such. And this has almost no wear on it after like a year. So,
however, awesome. Don't put water on it. My mother turned it into a bowl for a while.
That was terrible. That was tragic.
Out comes the funky cheese. Yep.
So there's pepperoni.
Yuck.
And sausage.
I was hoping you brought some of that. Yuck.
Yeah. So this is what Kyle goes after a night of drinking. Is
I almost chopped your hand off, by the way. You stuck your hand right underneath
appreciate
that
you
cheese.
Not chopping my hand off.
You're welcome.
Is sausage and cheese because keto lifestyle. Smoked blue cheese, that would be awesome. Ceramic knives, no. Working in a professional kitchen for a while, they actually look down on ceramic knives because they are so hard that they become brittle, and you can
snap them.
Well, you can chip off pieces of the blade and get them in people's food and not realize it. So these are Wusthof.
They're super sharp.
Yeah,
they work,
and I really like them. They're legit.
Chad Holly says we're getting this behind the scenes right now. Yeah, only
you
late
really
night people.
After we close out the live stream or just like recording for the night, this is
our typical.
This is what happens. We get cheese and sausage and
mustard. I'm surprised you didn't bring out the mustard, but that's okay.
I haven't brought out the mustard in a while though. I mean, I like the mustard. Don't get me wrong, but
8 a.m. is going to come really early.
So basically, I'm going to have to download this video and
cut it,
re-upload it after.
Are you going to re-upload the whole? Are you going to re-upload the whole thing?
No, I'm going to cut it to where all this stuff is cut out of it. So all these people
hey,
get the
you get all the cool stuff.
Yeah. So cheers to you guys.
I do, but we live in a small town now. I don't even think the pizza place is open right now.
It's not.
And the best way to eat Hawaiian pizza, yes, the best way to eat Hawaiian pizza is when you have two drunk people with 40s strapped to their hands.
With duct tape.
With duct tape. Because they were playing 40 hands and one passes out on the couch. I got through my 32s because I decided that I'm a lot smaller than them.
Ounces.
So I played Edward 32 hands and I downed one of them and I called for pizza.
With pineapple.
With pineapple. They were screaming on the phone. The poor guy on the end of the line. I'm like, you have to excuse them because every 2 seconds it was with pineapple. And I mean, at the top of their lungs. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, you have to excuse them. They're playing Edward 40 hands. And I am doing Edward 32 hands. If you're not,
for the record, if you're not
familiar.
Sure of what Edward 42 hand or Edward 40 hands is you go to your liquor store or just store in general and you get your favorite 40-ounce beer, which we all know no good beer comes in 40 ounces. It's all malt liquor.
Excuse me.
Like
Chimay comes in 40-ounce bills.
Okay, well, we're not that rich at that time.
I would do it.
There was like Steel Reserve and that kind of stuff. And
Natty Ice.
you literally duct tape what King Cobra 40 ounce, and you literally duct tape the kit or the bottle to your hand, both of them.
We've gotten everyone to stop typing.
You're not allowed to take said bottles off of your hands until you're done with them. So, by the way, if you have to go to the bathroom, you better have some real good friends. Okay. One of my buddies is passed out on the couch and 40's still duct taped to his hands, goes to scratch his forehead, and he's pouring beer all over himself. I think it was Steel Reserve or King Cobra. But yeah, it was a fun night.
I was smart. I chugged that 32 ouncer and I was like, I can deal with the other hand not working. But yeah. Yeah, DJ says designated dick helper.
Pretty much.
I think I got that designation for you. It was a long night. Poor David. So in comparison, the other person that was playing with us makes Kyle look like, as he puts it, a small mammal.
Well, he's like 6'7", so
he is.
He is a large dude.
And it was
no one funner though.
I need another pour to catch up. Okay.
You do. You need like 15 more pours to catch up.
We're not playing that game at 2 o'clock in the morning when I gotta be up.
It's only 1:45. You're good.
Huh. The bar's closed. I'll do the bookers because we got it.
You know, open up the bookers?
Yep. And yes, it is almost
3 a.m. East
Coast time. It is almost 3 a.m. West Coast time. You're not even to midnight.
It's not even to midnight. So good news for you guys.
So we'll play West Coast time because yeah.
Because why the fuck not?
We're not drinking scotch. That's not happening tonight. That will never happen.
I mean, it might. We do have a scotch here. It's Glenlivet 18 year.
I'll pour it for you. Not drinking it.
Yeah, this is some totally behind the scenes shit.
Well, you know,
this is what happens when the cameras go off usually.
On a good night.
B518 is legit.
So in order to pour bookers, you first have to get into the bookers. Leave it alone. I got this.
Twist.
I did.
Can I twist?
No.
Please?
No.
Can I help?
No. I'm going to pop it.
Oh, that's a slick.
Leave it alone. I'll get it. 100. I'll get it. It's getting there.
We do have a scotch here after hundreds of bottles. Well, you're not wrong, John. Or who was that? Chad. Yeah, you're not wrong, buddy. From the YTPC community, John, enlighten us. What is that? By the way, John, if you're tuning in, we're like 2.5 hours into this. I'm feeling good. She's getting started. And she just opened up some bookers.
I did.
So, and we're also eating
cheese and crackers.
Cheese, sausage, and pepperoni. Because I've been drinking for 2.5 hours. So,
urban drinking?
Bourbon drinking.
There you go. Because it's not urban.
Bourbon.
Sorry, loud noise.
If only you had a knife. Hey.
I don't want to take my fingers off. Cheers to bookers. This one is
Kathleen's batch.
Kathleen's batch, that's right. And it's amazing. I think I might like backyard barbecue a little bit better.
You haven't even tasted it yet.
I smelt it. That is
Good.
really good. Yep.
The Kathleen's batch is highly sought after.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So maybe there's something to it.
It's really good.
Is there a bad Booker's?
No, that is a true statement.
I don't know. That 2016 I have is not great.
It's gone.
It is gone.
I drank it.
I know, but I
It was good.
It was super hot though, like super hot.
Kitchen table. I don't know if I've had kitchen table yet. Why have I not had this yet?
I think I have one at my work.
He's stashing bottles at his work. He doesn't want me to open.
Shocker. There's bottles at my work.
No, but you're stashing the good stuff.
It's not the good stuff. It's just shit that
I'll go find it. We'll pop the top on it. It'll be great.
How does it compare to backyard barbecue though?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I think I might like backyard barbecue a little bit better. I mean,
So the backyard barbecue to me definitely has that like circus peanut kind of like straight up boiled peanuts.
I get like a mixture of nuts on it. Like there's some cashew tastes to that. That real
On
heavy.
this one?
No, on the other one.
Backyard barbecue.
Backyard barbecue. We have a friend that has come to join us, and there's a gnat flying around at like warp 10.
Probably from the freaking.
Anywho, sorry, I'm like zoning out on the gnat. The kitchen table's hot. Okay, I may not like that one. I'll have to try it. I would like to start doing a couple of blind flights where we compare. The gnat wants my Bookers. DJ, that gnat had no chance of getting my Bookers. It'd be dead with a knife through its heart. But I would like to start doing some side-by-sides with Knob Creek and with some Four Roses and the Bookers, and we could totally find out which taste is the best, because you know, until you drink it blind, I really do think that there's some priority set or some I don't know what the word I'm looking for is right now.
Man of Steel is from Gatlinburg.
Awesome. Beautiful place. Like it up there.
We were there just recently.
A couple months ago. Isn't that a scary thought?
We're in Central Tennessee, so
they're an hour ahead of us.
We're about.
They're on fast time.
So if he was an hour ahead of us, he's almost at 3 a.m.
Yep.
You're a trooper, sir.
I hope you work nights. Kat, you're gonna get your head chopped off, and you won't think twice to do it. Blending some whiskeys, DJ. We actually have a couple of Infinity bottles going on right now. I'm a real fan of our high proof Infinity bottle. There is a lot of Bookers in it, or Knob Creek. It totally has the Jim Beam going on.
And the low proof one.
The low proof one, I'm not a fan of because I don't drink low proof. Let's just.
And we're gonna start a Four Roses.
I am excited. I will see if we can recreate some of the more sought after bottles with that one.
Limited editions.
I am excited to do play Chemist Lab with the Four Roses. As we both try and read. Sorry for the silence. But 1901. What is that in regards to? Is that the yes?
Teresa's
no,
batch.
I got the so Teresa's batch is 1901. I got the 1801, and you said that was
Teresa's batch.
No, not Teresa's. Kathleen's batch, and don't know much about that. Chad, I totally agree. Under 100 proof does not do it for me at all. I start my drinking at 100 proof, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Four Roses may be the exception. A couple of their bottles are not 100 proof, but there's some nostalgic there.
Ooh, that'd be awesome, Pete.
Thank you, Pete. We would love it. And there's an also going on there. So whoever said it first, and I'm so sorry we missed your first one. We could totally do a flight fight of label it whether it's high batch or low batch, and we'll do a flight
High
fight.
proof.
Or that's what I meant to say. Proof batch at 3 or at 2 o'clock in the morning. Batch and proof might just mix each other. I have people keep telling me that like it's all about the under 90 proof, and I'm like, you guys, no. You really need to step it up a notch and go higher proof because it tastes so much better.
So there was someone in the comment section of the Better Than Pappy video, where, yeah, I'm going to call him out.
Yeah, you are. That's not nice.
They said that we should definitely try something along. We should try something really good along the lines of like
Long Branch,
Blanton's and Wild Turkey Long Branch. And I was like, well,
son, let me tell you about something.
Those are very smooth. Yeah, I'll give you that. Those are very smooth. As far as flavor goes, though,
Long Branch was very beautiful in my eggnog.
It was, but it's...
But I didn't feel bad pouring it in there. Ooh, DJ, I am so glad your wallet is upstairs because I don't know if I could do a super chat right now. That one would be
usually
rough.
For super chats, I chug the rest of whatever's in the bottle or whatever's the rest in the glass.
Glass, not bottle, because you got a bottle sitting in front of you that hasn't even been popped. And I just popped the top on a Booker's. And I'm sorry, if anyone chugs my Booker's, I might have to kill them.
I might. We'll see.
I might end up a widowed by the end of the night. Will it even start a fire? If it's under 90 proof, I don't think it will.
I mean, we could test this there.
We really could.
So if you look at the end, the very, very end of our Stag Junior review, Jason is in the kitchen and we're both in there and I'm just recording with my cell phone. And Joseph, why would you do that to me?
And it's not you, you jackass. There you can cheers him because it's not you.
Oh, Aaron.
I don't want to chug it though. It's so good.
Joseph with the super chat.
How about I finish it quickly? I won't chug.
Do it. Okay. Boom.
Now you got to do it with a straight face.
Just like that.
That's my $5, not your $5. That may or may not going to my other business where your women will love you to death.
That's you buying a cup of coffee at the coffee shop to keep you going.
I'm going to need that tomorrow morning. I have a long day tomorrow.
So anyway.
Snikes.
Yep, that's tomorrow. We're already in tomorrow. You might as well keep going.
Hold on a second. I got to set an alarm. Okay, Google, set my alarm for 6 a.m. No,
6 a.m.
Not 6. That's not my phone. My phone's dead. My phone went to bed on me.
Anyway, at the very end of the Stag Junior review, Jason and we're in the kitchen and he takes some Stag Junior and a lighter and literally just like blows this huge flame.
Where was I for this?
I think you were in here in the living room.
You mean to tell me you left me in the living room so you could blow fireballs?
I didn't leave you anywhere. You went there by yourself. Pete, the super chat's at the bottom. It's got a little $sign on it. I don't recommend it just because I don't feel like chugging anything. So appreciate you not doing that. That'd be awesome.
You just wanted to do it. Haven't you seen how this game works?
So switch it to doing a Scottish shots when super chats come in. That way you don't have to chug what you like. I mean, if you tell me to do a scotch, I'll do a scotch. But
no laugh.
I prefer you not.
I just chugged Booker's.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's still good Booker's. Switch it to doing. Okay, we already read that. Or you already read that.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, the little money sign at the bottom. That will help you.
Don't do it.
Do a tambourine. Rescue my time. Yeah, there is that.
A tambourine.
I don't know what a tambourine is, but I was
A
more.
tambourine is one of those.
Yes, I know what a tambourine is, but I was referring to it. The best $5 you ever spent. I'm so glad I made your day. No, it wasn't kitchen table. This is going to be Kathleen's batch, which
do it.
I gotta be up early.
Do it. I have to be up early too. So.
Yep, you do. DJ just said
oh
cheers.
My gosh.
No, he just said cheers. It's just a cheers. Cheers. That doesn't mean that you have to. You got to read the
DJ.
Caption. Cheers
and
to
Pete.
you. And Pete. You guys, see, you guys are amazing.
You just want to see us
Super
in pain
chats
in the
at
morning.
3:00 in the morning.
You just want to see us in pain in the morning.
Does that mean I have to finish this? Is that how that goes? And so it begins. Do it. Oh, good grief. Only if you guys are doing it with me.
She's got Booker's. I got Stag Jr.
And I just poured it. You guys, you suck. Next.
That's good. Woo! Woo! Put some hair on your chest.
Weak sauce.
I drunken thought. I really wish you guys were here to enjoy some cheese and sausage with us.
Yeah, we need more.
I know that was out of the middle of left field, but so I think because Pete did it separately, we have to do it again.
No, that was too fast. I'm going to do that as one. You guys can call me out. Let me know if I need to pour something else. Because if I keep at this rate, I'm not going to have a bottle of Booker's. And then I'm going to be sad when I'm depressed.
Ooh, this Knob Creek single barrel is really good.
I hate you.
Okay.
Okay. Cheers
Knob
to
Creek
DJ
single
for
barrel.
not waking up puppies. Now you need to sneak past kids.
That's the real trick, because when they wake up,
you're done.
They're up.
I've heard there's rumor that some children are not like our daughter.
That don't wake up all the time?
No. Our daughter is, well, no, she's 8 now. So I don't need any IOUs. Chad, cheers.
We got this. I was going to cheers you, but. Woo!
Apparently,
Knob
Kyle.
Creek 13 year.
That was yummy.
That's good shit, right?
Kyle can't do it with a straight face anymore and without making weird sounds. So,
I can't do it. Just makes you a little woo.
You wake up born, he's yours.
We'll see.
That child will sleep through anything, though.
He will. Luckily for us.
Yeah, you can have a whole little party. So, like you no longer can claim drinking
Chad,
alone.
How come Aaron can do IOUs and I can't? That's messed up, man. I thought we were homies.
I didn't.
No.
Chad. I know. Chad said I can do IOUs. I know. He's trying to be nice.
I know he's trying to be nice, but
I'm half of your size.
But you're cute and I'm not. So I feel like that's why you can do IOUs.
I'm half your size. It's nothing about cuteness. So
yeah, without having to drive around, that's key right there, buddy.
Right, and you never drink alone anymore. And with all of this, because I'm drunk and because I should be working, and instead I'm drinking with y'all. Everyone needs to go to Nail It Nails with Aaron and order a set for their girlfriend or wife. They have beautiful sets. Your nails will look amazing.
Don't do it.
But you guys all have to that's what we'll do. We'll do a shot for nails. Not tonight, but
no, don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Your wives will love me and you will hate me. So yeah. Kyle has informed me that I have to sell this stuff because I'm buying too much of it.
Got to get rid of some of this shit.
So
it kind of be like you telling me I got to get rid of bourbon, though.
Yeah, you might want to be careful because my nails,
illegal, though. That is illegal. So nice try, though.
Get rid of your bourbon.
Get some alcohol.
No, but we can burn it. Let's find out what's flammable.
No. Not gonna get
DJ, your toenails will look amazing if you do some of these nails on your hands. You might have people doing this number at you, depending on what line of work you're in. Now, if you're in theater, you might have a whole nother problem.
That is really good, by the way.
The pepperoni?
Yeah, all of it, and the Stag Junior and the Knob Creek for that matter.
The Knob Creek was pretty amazing.
So there's only much.
Which I think he needs to shoot.
Really?
I'll put my money on the table. I owe you some money.
Knob Creek finished.
Pete says
Boom.
One last pour. Isn't that like how it always ends up? It's just one last pour.
I feel like we've been on one last pour for like five pours. Pete, what are you pouring?
Pick
Let us
IG.
know.
What's IG? It says pick IG. Picking. There should be an N there.
Or
think.
IG Instagram.
I don't do Instagram. Can someone teach me? You're
trying.
disgusting.
I am, actually. That's why you married me.
Typo for it.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
That's a good one. That was my gateway drug.
You want to grab it?
You're taller, and I might pull the whole cabinet down on top of me.
All right, fair enough. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof it is. Last pour for real this time, because the last pour was like the last pour was
20
like
minutes ago.
It was like an hour ago.
It was 20 minutes.
It was like an hour ago.
Yeah.
It was before you did.
So everyone go get your glasses, get your Elijah Craig. We will do one last pour. I agree. 120 is nice, but it's been decided. Like, I'd rather do Booker's or a New Riff, but it's been totally decided it is going to be Elijah Craig. So if you don't have an Elijah Craig, go ahead and pour your 120. Go pour your Booker's. Go pour your New Riff. You need to go and get your glass. Sorry, he got sidetracked. Oh, last call for alcohol. I guess this is last call.
It is 2 a.m.
DJ, you're amazing. Which version of Booker's are you doing? See, you guys made me chug it. And no, it's not fry. Yes, it is fry rye day, but unless we could do Resurgence. Another good one. Oh, but there's so many good bourbons. Like, y'all are killing me. I didn't ever think I would be able to say that there's so many good bourbons.
There is so many good bourbons.
Yeah. Oh, Pete, what did you pour? Did you pour your Elijah Craig Barrel Proof?
That's B518.
Oh, you can't say rye day anymore because it's not. It's Saturday.
It is Saturday, which is why we're doing Elijah Craig.
I'm so glad I have a small glass. That's good. See, I gotta go little.
Well, you're little.
I am. Well, I used to be a whole lot littler. I'm just now short. We will forgive you. So DJ, you keep mentioning puppies, so now I gotta ask because I'm female. What type of dogs do you have? How many are there? Because if you keep saying puppies. If they are not 3 or more, I'm gonna put Toby and Frank on the TV, or it's not a TV on our live stream.
Toby is
a black lab, and he's my baby. I've had him now.
He's like 18 years old.
No, he was born in 2007. So you do the math. Yeah, he's 12 years old. I've had him since he was a puppy. He is my baby. And then there's Frank, who likes to eat butter. I'll gather whose dog that is, who's bad dog.
He's a good boy.
We also have 2 cats. I know you've seen Kitty a bunch of times. She is not mine. That cat is the Satan. And if you ever come over, she will climb in your lap. My cat right now is demanding food and sitting on the counter and staying away. Nah. Tibetan Terriers. No shit. Excuse my language. I love dogs. I love cats. I love animals. They're amazing. See, golden retrievers are good too. See, we're all animal people. We all got like Bourbon and dogs. Now, I miss my ultimate dog. I had he was more than that. 165 pound Rottweiler named Fluffy. I named my dog Fluffy. And he and I would drink wine together. And then he played with a trash can, the 64-gallon trash can, and would wrestle me for more wine. Aussies are amazing.
All about the Aussies.
Yeah. Frank is okay, so Australian Shepherds run about 60, 65 pounds max. We have an 80-pound Australian Shepherd.
Because he likes butter.
He has now eaten about 80 pounds of butter. So that's Kyle's dog. If I call Tiberius up, and that's a total shout out to Adam, I will tag you in the video. Is this going to go to a video?
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. My daughter's godfather decided that we had 2 dogs, or he had 2 dogs. I've had Toby since he was 8 months old, and I couldn't take him immediately where I was at. I paid one of my best friends to watch him, and he had Toby and Max, and he's like, this is no, we're not doing this. So he renamed them Tiberius and Maximus. And so Toby now answers to Toby, Tiberius, and Tobes. And he is my best friend, and he is ancient, and he's starting to feel it. And he's going to have a really awesome last day one of these days. So I am so sorry. Totally dog rant. Last call for alcohol.
Elijah Craig
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Someone said to ring a bell. So I ring my bell. I'm toasted. Careful, careful, careful.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Cheers to you all. You guys are.
I bet you it doesn't. Just another rant. Not rant. Why would you drink scotch before bourbon? You're gonna ruin your taste palate.
Because you drink scotch before bourbon because bourbon tastes better.
But you won't taste anything after you drink the scotch.
As long as it's not peated, you'll be all
right. He says it doesn't taste like anything. I bet it's peated. So what scotch are you drinking? Cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
Love 25 all of you.
Are fucking troopers.
24. We lost one. In the middle of that, we lost one. That's hilarious. Any of y'all email us at bourbonblindtasting.com. We would love to do a Christmas party. We will get rid of the kids. I have plenty of plenty of floor spaces, because when you touch your nose, you can talk. I learned that at 21 when I was like, no, Mom, I am not drinking. Not that my mother cares, but no, Mom, I won't come home tonight. I will see you in the morning. And I'm like, how am I throwing my words? And then everyone's like, no, Erin, you're good. You totally didn't slur, because I could find my nose. Okay. Just Another Rat says, you said pour your Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and you did. So
cheers to you guys.
We did. Wow. Why is that
so awesome?
No, it's very awesome, but I was chugging Booker's.
Mm-hmm.
This one took my breath away.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Some good shit.
It really is, but I'm shocked. I think I also inhaled a little bit of it.
I don't know of another bourbon that has as much flavor as Elijah Craig Barrel.
No, but it takes a lot to take my breath away.
I do on a regular basis.
Not going into that story. Almost said it. Sorry, y'all. I'm not that drunk. Stories. We've got lots of those stories. If you come drink with us, if you haven't figured it out, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get. There's very few, from what I've heard, there's very few females that will gladly state what they think. And stories. I've got lots of them. You get enough alcohol in me, and you prompt me in the right ways, and you may get them. Tonight's not one of them. Shucks. Love all y'all. I look like a Whovillian. I got the
do not.
red. No, look at this. Like I've turned red. No, stop. Only I'm allowed to do it. What's not the best? Pete says it's not the best.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is
apparently for
awesome.
me, Booker's is better because I am having some reactions to this in more than one way. I'm burping.
Don't be aware.
3 a.m. is not story time. You're absolutely right, Chad Holly. I promise you, I will not put a story forth unless it's offered. Just Another Rant says, not very many females drink whiskey. If prompt the right way, any female will drink whiskey. I did not drink whiskey until there was beer and wine. So to all breweries, to all wine and beer made in local breweries. And
cheers, you guys.
Yeah, I'm a theater. Yeah. I may have yelled at kids to finish Hawaiian pizza. Did I do that in NOLA? We did order pizza. We didn't have kids. I did order pizza. Sarah, we ordered pizza with Sarah and Chad from Bourbon Nights, and it was amazing.
It was Hawaiian.
Yeah, we did order Hawaiian.
It was Hawaiian pizza.
So props. In the lobby of the hotel. Yes, we did. Did that get filmed?
I think so. Part of it.
Wow. I was not aware of that. I was skipping down hotel rooms.
That was definitely filmed.
You got to see me in true Aaron form. I don't hide anything. So ask me anything. Go ahead. We will be on Friday, noon Central, our regular channel.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the things we've drank tonight, you saw us pop the top on quite a few bottles. Go ahead and say you would love to see them on, on our show, Bourbon Blind, at bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. We would love to have all y'all over. If you can hang with us at, if you can hang us at 12:13 Central Time, 1:13 Mountain Time, 12:13. Hey, we made it past midnight in Pacific Time. We are champs.
We're Central Time, by the way.
No, I did say that. It is 2:13 Central Time now. 1:13 Mountain Time, 12:13 Pacific Time. We made it past midnight. Knuckle bum again. Thank you. And if you are in Eastern Time, it is 3:13. Breakfast is coming. And cheers. We've been doing this for an hour saying this is last call. This is totally last call. I have chugged way too much whiskey. I need to go do my Color Street. If you have, because I am drunk and it is that time, Kyle will edit this out of the video. But Color Street, it is Aaron proof. If you want to know what Aaron proof is, email me, bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. I will send you videos of the shit I break. Cheers.
Cheers,
Elijah
y'all.
Craig. It's amazing. Love y'all.
Barrel proof.
Peace out. I got nothing. Yep. Here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Pop. Kyle says, I did that.
You go for it, girl.
So.
Did it, girl.
I did it backwards. Elijah Craig. Love y'all. Peace out. Deuces. I don't have anything else to say. I'm toasted.